coming that early.
Where your headphones at? Your earplugs.
Huh?
Where your earplugs?
I don't know. Until it's time to be a beast. Yeah, that's what I said.
Hunter's Hunt. Oh shit.
Good morning. Hey, Ann. Hey, JCB.
Makes the opening so much easier.
Ooh.
When I say follow back, that's your cue to say, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Blah, 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 blah. Put that up.
What up, Branded with Drew? Good morning.
I gotta tell you about the Mexican restaurant.
From you to us, Michael and Joy.
And you know when it ends, right? This show is brought to you by.
Okay. Ain't going to hell either.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Today is the 12th of January,
Whoop, whoop.
2018. Shout out to the first person who posted that 112 meme. Let's say today's date.
Today is 112.
112. Yep. So today we are celebrating 112.
Shout out to 112.
One of the greatest R&B groups of all time.
With them little dance moves.
Yes, they be older too, but might be a little winded. Yep, tell them I said it. Shout out to 112 today, January
Shout out
12th.
to them.
You Bring Me Joy is back today.
Yes, sir.
I think I said you was sick yesterday or something. I had to make up some kind of excuse.
I don't know why you gotta tell them anything. Be like, she ain't here.
Because they be wondering.
I know, but she ain't here.
Hey, we got an awesome show for you today. The time right now is about 7:02. Shout out to 702, one of the greatest female groups of all time out of Las Vegas.
With a 808.
Hey, you can check us out on social media. I'm DC2ATL. That is You Bring Me Joy. And of course, you can check us out at Michael and Joy.
Woo-hoo.
And you know what? If you follow us today, we will follow you back. I promise you.
We sure will. And you can also subscribe to our YouTube page, Michael and Joy, on YouTube, to watch our show live and all the past shows.
And you know what? If you already follow us, tell a friend to follow us. Because that's the whole deal. Hey, we'll come back and we'll tell you who we got on the show today. Yeah, all that good stuff. Guess what show this is? It's Michael and Joy.
It's Michael and Joy.
It's Michael and Joy in the morning. Leg out!
I didn't like that. Yeah, what you said, tell a friend to follow us, whatever, the deal. Something about the deal.
What deal?
You just said it. You were just like, yeah, that deal. Like, if you're already following us, tell a friend to follow us. Yeah, that deal or something like that.
Oh.
It didn't sound right.
Are you sure I said that?
Didn't he say something like that, Sean? See,
like
that's what he said.
It.
That's what he said. 702 is one of the greatest girl groups of all time. Mike Bibby, you so funny. There's no sound. Oh. Can you hear me now? I was like, well, obviously there gotta be sound if Mike Bibby just quoted me. Y'all, what y'all talking about? Improving. Oh, okay. That might have been on you, 804. Improving lifestyles. Good morning, Miss Pearson. How are you? Hey, Mr. Dean. How are you? Good morning, Periscope. How are you? Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Joseph. And shout out to that YouTube page. He posted it and everything.
Who?
The guy.
Shekinah Brooks. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Hey, I'm gonna call you about 7:30, okay? From the studio phone though. We're gonna put you on air, okay? About 7:35, something like that. Don't be cussing, cause I know how you got a potty mouth. Where you at? You here? Oh, okay. That's Union City, not Union City, Atlanta. Just Union City. They got their own mayor. Keisha ain't they mayor? Oh, okay. Hey, alright, yeah, I'm gonna call you about 7:30, 7:35, something like that. Alright, bye.
What's Kierraa? Kierraa. Douglas and Ariel Good morning. Good morning. Elam's book is good.
Is it?
Yeah, I was reading it the other day, and somebody was over my shoulder. Was like, excuse me, man, what you reading? Hey, Actor Gladys. I know, but I don't do Facebook Live because Facebook has disabled my Facebook page. So I'm not on Facebook at all. So I know it's easier to share, but unfortunately, Facebook doesn't like me anymore. I thought Mark Zuckerberg was messing with me because, you know, he like Asian girls, but he ain't feeling the kid. My hair's too short.
He all that.
Good morning, Kierraa. Good morning, Jay Ortiz. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Shout out to you, player.
Get all that out. Oh.
He swallowed it. Shout out to Elam B. King. 24 men, 15 questions, one common goal. Understanding a man.
I saw that.
What?
I thought you was gonna post that griff thing. I posted it.
I am gonna post it. But I needed to.
Do you want me to post it?
No. I'm gonna post it on my joystick page. What you go? You just because you send it to me, I gotta post it exactly when you want when you tell me to.
Why you always gotta get defensive?
I'm just asking. You said I thought you were going to.
No, I thought no. I was gonna.
You want to do something?
On it.
Oh, will you add something to it and tell me what? And let me see what it look like.
I'm just gonna post it on Michael and Joy page.
Well, can I post it first?
I come back at the post?
Clip is for me. How you gonna want to post it?
Clip is for us.
I'm looking forward to it too. Y'all have a good day. You as well. Battle of the Bands in a couple weeks. Yep, I know.
Joy, look, you got some joy, some play. Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. When we come back, we're gonna tell you who's on the show today.
And who's not.
It's Michael and Joy in the morning, Sensation Station Network.
Let go. I got what? See, that's the right light right there.
You in the picture?
Your finger too big. Don't even work right.
Grow up. So me and Joy used to have this thing. I used to always tell her to grow up, and then she used to always say, "What's your comeback? What up, Foot?
I get it.
I get it. I get it, Michael." So we made a pact not to say that to each other no more. But she still says it though. If you don't believe me, I have text messages that say, "I get it. I get it, Michael." What up, Ennis? What up, Ken? What's the word? Hey, Maya. Good morning to you. Foot. I'll be up that way. Them Falcons coming up there. I need somewhere to watch them Falcons beat down on them Eagles.
Are you going the whole weekend?
Mm-hmm. Go Falcons.
About to say, you better hit you up a sports bar.
You already know. Where them Falcon fans be hanging out? Mr. William. We're just gonna call you Mr. William. I ain't gonna call you by your government nickname.
In Atlanta. You hear me?
In Atlanta, where the Falcon fans at? Okay. Oh, I guess I grabbed it. I guess that's not yours.
Georgia Power Bill.
What up, OP?
Georgia Power Bill paid. Payment arrangement set up.
Shit. Shit. Hey, what up, Ennis? Who that nation? Ennis, I'm gonna let you have that, Ennis. remember them days, though.
Man, I do too.
So.
I got mine on that automated thing where it's the same bill every month. You know how?
Oh, yeah.
But budget billing or whatever.
I'm right about to really tighten down. Well, we'll talk about it.
My mom said that's her favorite.
What?
I get it.
Oh, that you say, or you got it from her? You got
Mm-hmm.
that from her?
I probably say it to her too. I get it.
OP,
No,
have an
because people
awesome
be
day
feeling
today,
like
brother.
he's stupid. Like you gotta tell them.
I'll see you on Monday.
Hey, realize.
Take
Hey,
a couple days off. Well, 8
Viaxi,
days off.
Brella, good morning. Shout out your city.
Maya said,
Where
hey.
you got? Hey, Maya. How are you?
And it said, hey.
What
we're
up,
back.
Eunice? We're back.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. We are back. Hey, that was that new Drizzy Drake. It's a new record off his album. He just released that thing. It's called Passion Fruit. I think it came out yesterday. It came out yesterday, Sean?
Lolo.
Sean talking about, man, that's old. Hey, we got an awesome show today. Got some cool people coming to hang out with us today. We're actually going to give you a little something extra today because we're going to stay the whole time today.
What?
Today, because we are celebrating the greatest group of all time, January 12th.
Shout out to
112 day. Shout out to 112. Today is the 12th of January 2018.
And on this day, it is National Pharmacist Day. It's observed annually on the 12th. This day has been set aside to recognize and honor all pharmacists across the nation. Shout out to my homegirl, Miss Keisha Howard.
Shout out to Keisha. She's a pharmacist.
She is a pharmacist.
No,
You know, the pharmacists work long hours.
I think that's one reason why Malik changed his mind about being a pharmacist, because his one thing was like, man, I do not feel like staying at Publix all day.
12, 13 hours stand, and then they stand up for the most part all day. They have a couple. I remember she would have like a couple runners go running, get her like lunch or something like that or whatever.
Hey, oh Lord, folks just be
Pop up,
somebody.
Pop up, pop. Hey,
hey, there you go. Hey, but nah, shout out to the pharmacists out there. They do an amazing job to make sure that them pills is right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
To make sure that they don't mix up your blood pressure medicine with your erectile dysfunction medicine. You know what I'm saying?
Their pills different colors.
Hey, are they really?
Yeah.
Oh, bruh, how you just gonna come in and move furniture? That's the camera.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Just leave it.
That's the new guy. It's the new guy.
The new guy. I was gonna say,
There's
well, you want to know what? One of the things they are very, very adamant about that pill count, boy.
Yeah, for
They
real.
be like, no, it say 30. Just go ahead and add an extra one. Oh, the weight will be off.
They gave me 8 one time. They called me and was like, Miss McFadden, we gave you two too many. Can we get them back, please?
We just gonna take them off the next your refill.
Somebody came and knocked on my door. I'm like, y'all is serious about these little pills, ain't you?
Ain't nobody want these erectile dysfunction pills.
There was that erectile dysfunction pill. Weird.
Understand
So,
man.
National Pharmacist Day. It's not Pharmacy Tech Day. It is the actual Pharmacist Day. Shout out to all the pharmacists across America and the
Shout
world
out to you.
for doing their job. We got a lot to talk about today. A lot of people coming by today. We'll tell you who's going to be coming by. But last night I came up, like, next month, starting in February, like, I really want to tighten up on my finances. I spend way too much money eating out. I put together a week of receipts of eating out. I think I spent about $17,000 eating out last week.
I was gonna say, but you could do it. You could definitely spend at least $30 a meal, depending on where you're going.
Because last night we went to this new little Mexican Tex-Mex joint right down at the Battery, and like, I'm not a fan of cilantro. Like, cilantro is one of those things, like, once I smell it in food, I can't eat it anymore. So the meal I got yesterday, you're going to a Tex-Mex spot. It was loaded with cilantro, and I smelled it. And then
I love how this has something to do with your finances.
I ate out last
No, but
night.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, did we really have to go into the whole cilantro?
So people know. Like,
I was like, look, men need to know what I don't like.
to play-
Women don't need to know what you don't like
Yes,
because
they
you're
do.
married.
That don't have nothing to do with it. In case we get invited to an event or something like that and they fix the food, they gotta know.
All they need to know is what you're allergic to.
cilantro. I break out in hives, and I can't get that taste out my
And
mouth.
you start stuttering.
But anyway, I wasn't gonna be the mean guy and send my plate back. But Tasha said, if you could, she said she asked the waitress. She said, the
we
waitress
back to
said,
the store.
hold on. You wanna change it out for something else? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm straight. She was like, you sure? Tasha said, please change it out because if you don't, he will never come back to this restaurant again.
We won't
she
plan
liked
on
it.
coming back anyway.
Nah,
like.
she liked it, but so.
That means Tasha gonna come back without you. That's all that means. Shout out to Michael and Joy.
Hey!
And Michael with his non-cilantro eating, Falcon wearing, DC from ATL. But
hold on, let's finish, do the Dave shirt too.
oh, and legends are born in July. Thanks.
No, November. It's Michael and Joy. We'll be back.
Oh, your birthday in November? What day?
Nah, that's his mama birthday.
What day?
23rd. The 23rd.
Oh, okay. Almost was the same.
What are you?
Almost was the same.
22nd.
The 22nd.
No, it's on the, my bad. For some reason, I thought that this was one of the extra ones. Because last time.
Betty, boy, God. Yes, ma'am. What up, Kobe? Kobe Reynolds. Hey, Betty, the other
That's why I
Betty.
thought it was like
What
10
up,
of them up in
Lee
here.
Johnson?
The last time I came up in here, you was like, oh, you didn't have to bring it.
What up, Will?
I'm gonna sit this one right there in that corner. Ooh, okay, sorry. Shut up.
Look, I'm the new guy. You know, you gotta give me like one moment.
Shout out to
I brought-
112.
I
Thank
brought
you. You
y'all
bought
a-
me a little
There
chai
you go, sir.
chai
What's that?
latte.
It's the chai latte.
You don't remember last time?
He don't do tea.
That's
It's
tea.
tea.
I don't do hot stuff.
Sean, here you go,
There
baby.
you go, bro.
My bad.
Oh, rude butt. And that's why don't nobody ever bring him nothing.
Elam don't. Yeah, I
don't listen.
drink. That 112?
Understanding a man, boy, I tell you. But I guess men ain't gotta really listen to other men.
I mean, it depends, though. You forgot your shoes.
You shouldn't ask another man that.
No, that's an inside. We'll tell you later. Papa coming home. That's this song. Thank you, Eva.
I used to swear I could sing Q part in this song. Get to the devils and hit it too hard. You're my person in my heart.
What? Have an awesome day, Dario.
Yeah.
Thank you. Me too, Michael. Don't like cilantro.
Doesn't that go into what's that stuff that they put with avocado?
That's the green stuff that goes.
Yeah,
Guacamole.
Guacamole.
Mhm.
Cilantro goes in there. Yeah, that's the only thing I know cilantro for.
Yeah.
If I don't see it, I'm straight.
It just has such a powerful taste,
So
man.
we'll leave that alone. Welcome to Michael and Joy in the morning.
She on one this morning.
Elam's
She
face
on
was so
one this
ugly.
morning. Boy, it must be Friday.
There we go.
Which I got planned on.
I was gonna say, come back and then yeah, and bring your legs that way. And, yeah. Just so that you can get in this camera. Too.
Oh, I was like, what am I?
You was like, we about to do a photo?
What up, damn?
Oh Lord,
Tiff?
I don't know what to do with these guys.
What up, Roxanne Loney? What's going on?
Hey Hakim, good morning. That sounded just like Q, didn't it?
That was the rum.
That's what I said.
No, you
Oh, we're coming back?
Well, you don't sound like none of them.
Yes, I do.
Papa coming home. Hey.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Shout out to Mary J. Blige.
Whoop,
Yesterday
whoop.
we shouted out Mary J. for her birthday. Not only did she get a lot of birthday wishes, she got her Walk of Fame star down in Hollywood yesterday. So congratulations to Mary. She was accompanied by Sean P. Diddy Combs and
Yes, sir.
The brother with the glasses on. I can't remember his
Mhm.
name. He's one of those record executives.
Yeah, I
Can't
know
think
you're
of-
talking about.
Andre Harrell.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, Andre Harrell had that label prior to
Yes, sir.
Diddy worked there, Uptown Records.
I was gonna say shout out to Mary on Pandora too. Her Pandora station be lit.
Oh, does it really?
And I don't know if you saw, but breaking story, her ex-husband was there as well too.
Oh,
Screaming in the back like, "Where my money at?"
Check, shout it. Hey, we tell you about NWA, got show about NWA. Oh, and the wealthiest cities in the United States of America. Atlanta ain't on there.
I was gonna say,
For
well,
real, y'all
for
be,
yourself.
Yeah, y'all be playing in Atlanta. Boy, we talk about some of these other cities. Guess who's back? Elam B. King is back. What up, Elam? Understanding the Man, author. So are you gonna be sitting in with us on Fridays?
Yeah, yes, sir.
I'm
Okay.
excited about it.
Yeah, I told Griggs, I said, Griggs, we got 500 people coming in today. Why don't you just sleep in today, Griggs? He was like, all right, cool. No, I did.
You did?
Yeah, he saw that fly. He was like, yeah, I'm good. It's gonna be hot in there. We're gonna be all sitting all close
He was like,
together.
none of them look like they would go out and do any type of march.
Advocating, protested. People talking about their feet hurt. I gotta go out of town. He said, yeah, I'll wait. He said, I'll wait.
Oh, well, what had really happened was...
Hey, since we speaking of music and Mary J. Blige, up in Memphis, Tennessee, man, a suspect in an attempted robbery at a Wingstop on Union Avenue, if you're familiar with Memphis and Union Avenue, he told police that he was an aspiring rapper, and he robbed the Wingstop because he wanted to get the attention of the owner of the Wingstop, Rick Ross. He thought maybe if I rob it, then Rick Ross will know about me and I can slide in my mixtape. Well, the police wasn't buying that one. He got locked up. As a matter of fact, Rick Ross sent out a statement and said, hey, we ain't even signing new folks right now, so you just wasted your time.
So what had happened was...
But y'all know Rick owns a bunch of Wingstops. That's where he invested his money at. But this fool, man, he thought he can do that. Anybody... 15 minutes of fame, just go in your bathroom and record a record on your phone
Just go
and put it
ahead
on
and just-
Pandora.
Or just start with YouTube. Start light. Start light. Start with YouTube. Maybe just make your own website, and just start promoting your own music on your own page.
Elam B. King is hanging out with us today. His book, Understand the Man. You got to start light sometimes, right?
all
You got to
types
make it easy. And sometimes when we start dating and get back in the dating field, sometimes we just try to go too far. We want to get married, talk about kids, talk about our
From 0
money.
to 100 real
quick, right?
Yeah, no, that's why, the New Year's resolution I put out for married, single, and divorced people, you have to make sure that you have a plan. You have to have a plan in everything,
Yep.
So we can kind of discuss that now or, a little bit later, what have you, with regard to some of the New Year resolutions.
You producing the show now?
We can talk about that a little later if the break is about to... Boy, give somebody a platform, boy. I tell you.
Right.
I'm trying to feel my way around.
He was like, look, I'm trying to use the other side of my brain.
Look,
and my eyes is closed. Just trying to see what's going on.
And 2 weeks from now, we're going to be saying, Thursday nights, 9 o'clock, it's the Elam B. King Show, right here on Sensation Station Network.
Hey, well, about that.
But nah, shout out to Elam B. King, man. How things been going? How's the week been going for you? Everything's good?
I mean, it's awesome, man. A lot of people have just the feedback that I've been getting. Overall, the feedback has just been great. So, just people just hitting me up and just saying, hey, just asking different questions. And it kind of gets a little overwhelming sometimes because, you have sometimes people's relationships in your hand. But because it's divinely put together, I really kind of just pray about it and just speak. So
Divinely put together.
Yes,
I
sir.
love it. Hey, Joy mentioned some of the things you can do to train your brain. We still have that list, and we're going to finish up that list. And I'm going to tell you about this sugary tax that they just implemented up in Seattle. Boy, they said, we don't want no chunky people in Seattle. We got something for
I'm
you.
going to say, well, then I'm going to need it to start raining.
Hey, this is Michael and Joy in the morning. We come back, we're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes,
When we
sir.
start, and we got your birthdays and shout-outs. Because it's 112, you can call us today.
I'm
Nah,
lying.
we lying like heck. It's Michael and Joy in the morning. Let go.
Hey.
Somebody downstairs, folks.
want me to go get them?
I got you.
Yeah,
I don't want you bumping nothing.
I was,
Joe, I see you got the highlights
yeah,
over there.
I be serious about it. At first I was like, I might want somebody else to read it afterwards. I was like, nope, sorry, you gotta get your own copy.
Was it shot?
Huh?
Was it shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fancy. You know, a little something. But I was reading, and the other day somebody was looking in the book while I was highlighting, and they saw where it says watch his actions and not his words. And he was like, excuse me, man, what you reading?
For Really?
And then we went into talking about it.
You knew the person or you?
No, stranger.
You sound
Been
out.
married for 43 years, 3 dating, 7 kids, 6 boys, 1 daughter, or whatever. And so he was like, I just taught her self-defense. I was like, well, that helps too, Dad. But, but I mean, he said that was a really, really good point, because a lot of times, you know, we're not paying attention to whether or not the words and the actions match up, you know. But no, I'm all in. Shout out to Elam B. King, Understanding a Man. Go get it now. UnderstandingAman.com is the website.
What's going on, Auntie? What up?
Hey, Joseph. Good morning. Hi, Abby
Atlanta
Buff.
this weekend, Auntie?
Good morning.
Digging it?
You're super ugly. Hi, good morning. Oh, you're coming in here. I'm about to say, yeah, that's the wrong room. Good morning, Joy. Hello, how you doing? This is Elam. Hi, how are you doing? Is Kierraa? Kierraa. Okay, Kierraa and Ariel. Okay. There goes a seat, and then here goes another one.
Y'all can share that microphone.
When we come back, we have three minutes for the birthdays.
Oh, no, this one.
Oh, no, this one.
This is my, yeah, I'm about to say Michael, like, that's my mic. Sabrina.
They got them little TV show on TV. They want to take over your microphone.
Are you ready to come back?
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Shout out to our Atlanta Falcons who are traveling up to Philly.
Shout out to them Fly Eagles Fly.
Taking on them Eagles up there.
Alright,
You know the winner goes to the NFC Championship.
I do know that.
Falcons will be back. Boy, you just got to listen.
Is that why you just, you representing all week?
No, you
Falcons?
Thank you very much. Man, y'all know I wear the slang stuff every week.
Every week.
I probably
I
had
think
this
we
thing
see
on
it
Monday.
twice this week, yeah.
You joning?
No, I mean, you pointed it out the other day.
I'm saying though, men can do that. We can wear the same stuff,
I
right?
try to
Understanding
tell
the
people
man.
that all the time.
Elam has not
worn
wore that shirt in the past, but don't let him lie. Don't let him lie to you.
Just reach in the closet.
Go back to some of these feeds and see the last
We did
time
not
he
tell
was
y'all to
around.
do all that.
Yeah, all we gotta do is the check. Oh yeah,
That's a serious shot.
I was gonna say Michael. I could see Michael Febreze in that on the way out, like just in case.
Febreze, I just put cologne on it. Some of that Axe, that chocolate Axe you get
Well,
from
then
Kroger
there's
for like
that.
$4.
Then there's that.
What you say, Elam? What you
He was
about to
talking
say?
about
A
the chapter that
No,
I
that
had
chapter,
mentioned.
we didn't tell you to do none of that. That's one of the most controversial chapters, chapter 3, and it's basically the men are pretty much empowering the women to. There's certain things that I think sometimes ladies do that we kind of don't care about, and so it's talking about a lot of, you know, from the fake things to, you know, we at the end of the day we want to roll over in the morning and we want you to look like the same thing you did last night. We don't want your eyelashes on the pillow,
Right.
you know, the fake butt pads and you know just the fake things or whatever case may be. At the end of the day, we look, but we really don't want that for our woman. So
And then on the flip side too, the men have to be conscious as well because they want the same thing also. Because sometimes we can get lazy doing them 12-inch curls with them
Right.
Coors lights. What?
Right, now all of a sudden you look like you carrying.
Right.
Like, look, how many months are you?
Right, exactly.
Well, what had happened was.
Hey, we got some special guests in the building. We see if I'm glad we do radio and not TV because they was not ready yet, boy.
I was
But
gonna
look
say,
at
no,
them.
they ready.
Yeah, they are ready.
Just checking ourselves.
Just checking.
Good morning.
Wags Atlanta cast. 2 of the cast members. Yeah, you ladies are sisters, right?
Yes, we are.
They're
Good
so
morning,
cute.
everybody.
Good morning.
Kierraa Douglas
There
and
you go.
Ariel Anderson.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, Kierra, let me get real groupie-ish right here.
Right, here we go.
So I met you during the first season of Hard Knocks. Well, I didn't really meet you. I saw you on TV. I felt like I met you. You know what I'm saying? It was the season. It was actually, Joy, the season that Camario was drafted by the Atlanta Falcons. The same
Shout
year
out
that
to Mr. McKenzie.
Devontae Freeman got there. It was that same year. You and Harry were on the show. Well, Harry played for the Atlanta Falcons at the time. And I said to myself, Those two right there should probably have their own TV show because you and Harry's your personality. How long you guys been married?
We've been married for 4 years.
Okay, congratulations. And you have a new baby, right?
We have a one-year-old.
1 year old.
So adorable.
Thank you. She's
Adorable.
definitely a handful. Don't let the cuteness fool you.
Yeah.
She has her dad's personality.
Yeah, that is awesome. How's the experience with doing the show? Because now all of a sudden you guys seem like very kind of private, you know, especially when Harry was here in Atlanta, you seem very private, but now, you know, the cameras are invading your life.
You.
Yes. We are very private, actually. It was a big adjustment for me, but I will say what helped us is that actually when you were saying you saw us on Hard Knocks and you thought we should have our own show, other people thought the same thing. We actually had a couple people approach us, and we were working on a pilot for E! That was centered around us and our family, and included my sister as well. And so we had a lot of fun with that, and it kind of opened the doors for us to see, because when I first thought of reality TV, I'm like, nah, no thanks. Too much drama and craziness, and that's not really my thing. But just being able to have that experience, we were kind of like, okay, well, it doesn't necessarily have to be like negative or drama. It can be family oriented and fun. So that was kind of an eye-opener for us. So we enjoyed that experience and was able to kind of use that to push us to decide to do this show.
There you go. Well,
Very, very
congratulations.
smart.
Thank you.
And sis is in the building. Ariel, is that right?
Yes.
Yes, Ariel. Now, Ariel, you are an Atlanta Falcon cheerleader as well, or do I say former cheerleader?
Former.
Okay,
Yes.
former
We're both
cheerleader.
retired.
Yes.
Oh, y'all retired? What? Y'all look great
Retired.
for retirement. But I
Oh,
want to
thank
look that
you.
pretty when I retire.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes.
I was gonna say, well, about that, Michael.
Yeah, I get you. Now, how did you get involved with this project, Ariel?
My lovely sister right here, of
I know
course.
that's right.
Because, of course, whenever she does any type of interview, she mentions her sister.
Right.
Oh.
Put your family
So
on.
they loved the sister dynamic because we have a business together.
Yep.
We both cheered. And I also have talked to athletes before.
I know that's right.
Hey, boy, bye.
But you know what? I mean, going through your pages, you're very, very close.
Yes.
And I love that about you, because not all sisters.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right, about
Joe and I are more like brothers and sisters.
Yeah, like
We
that
do not.
either.
We don't talk to each other after the show. Like,
Oh. Well.
yeah.
Well, we still talk to each other.
Right.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk more. We got your birthdays and shout outs today, right now. If you got a birthday today, happy birthday to you. And shout out to my man,
birthday.
Coach Oliver Adams. If you're having problems setting your goals and want to take your business to the next level, Oliver Adams, the coach, will help you get unstuck and get back on the road to success. Now, it's time to set a realistic goal and take control of your future. Like I talked about today, I got to really buckle down on these finances. I eat out way too much, and we're going to change that in February. I'm going to get unstuck. If you want to get unstuck and you want a free phone session with Coach Oliver Adams, go to his website, power2live.net. That's power2live.net for your phone session today. Hey, celebrating a birthday today. We got a lot of them today. Happy birthday to Howard Stern. He turns 64 years old today. Also, is it Issa Rae, the young lady who has the show? Issa Rae. Thank you. Issa turns
Tell you don't
33.
watch it.
Yeah, I did.
or have ever seen that hashtag.
Hey, also celebrating his birthday today, the Douglas's favorite group of all time, Rob Zombie of White Zombie, is celebrating their birthday today. He's 53.
Happy birthday.
That's our group, right, Miss Douglas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also,
About that group.
celebrating her birthday today, Mr. Amazon himself, Mr. Jeff Bezos. He turns 54 years old today. Not to mention, does he do Amazon? He put a little money in Airbnb, Twitter, Uber, and he purchased the Washington Post back in the day.
Got some you can put.
Somewhere you need to
what I'm
right.
saying? I mean, if you just look at it, invest a little something.
Yeah, he got like 100 million, 100 billion, I'm sorry, laying around.
like,
He
yeah, I just
probably
need
help us
one.
out. Also celebrating their birthday today, Wu-Tang Clan's Raekwon is 53 years old today. Shout out, since we're talking about football, Mr. 88 from the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all don't know who that is, do you? Drew Pearson turns 67
I
years
think we
old.
related.
Oh, y'all really?
Oh,
Oh, Pearson. Oh, man, that took a minute for me to catch that. Also
We know.
celebrating birthday, Rush Limbaugh,
Woo!
67
Happy
years old.
birthday, player.
You're with him today. Who else?
Kirstie Alley turns 67 years old today. Happy birthday to Atlanta's own
Oh,
Dominique
poor
Wilkins,
thing.
the human highlight. He turns 58. What y'all know about Dominique's that club on Peachtree Street back in the day, Sean?
I cheered for the Hawks too, so.
Oh yeah, you already
It's
know.
just like, we know him.
Right. Also celebrating the
Happy
birthday today.
Dominique.
DC's own A. Marie turns 38 years old. And finally,
You got that name right.
Oh, of course. Also, Lil Zayn Malik from One Direction. Zayn turns 25 years old today. Oh, the other Lil
The other
Zayn.
Lil Zay. But if you're celebrating the birthday, happy birthday to you from us, Michael and Joy, and Sensation
Shout out,
Station
Lil Zay.
Network. Happy birthday, Lil Zay. They had him on that one hit wonder show.
It's a lot of good birthdays for the day. though.
That is a lot of
Yeah,
birthdays.
it is.
Russian
You know what everybody was doing. Elam wrote this book over here called Understanding the Man. So we gonna have them maybe chime in a
Yeah,
little.
chime in on the book. What you got right there?
That's just my notes.
Standard.
I'm on my snap trying to.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem.
We'll talk about this day in studio. Okay.
And your
Y'all need-
store is here, right?
It's in Douglasville.
Okay.
Okay.
All of our business.
Okay. What's the name of it?
Closet Couture.
And couture with a K, right?
Yeah, Closet and K both. Closet and Couture both.
Y'all need some water or
Okay.
anything?
No.
Okay. Y'all need a Starbucks run because I'll run and get it.
No.
Flexing, don't we?
He already got his Starbucks.
If I had
Well,
known,
that was the run he was talking.
I don't really do Starbucks much anyway. I'm not a big coffee guy. I don't like coffee. I like the sweet stuff.
We're not big coffee drinkers.
We're not
I'm
big
good,
coffee
I'm
drinkers.
good, I'm good. Anything to turn me up?
He was like, well, you know what? Next Friday,
Are you a big
I'll
coffee
take
drinker?
one off the list.
When it's straight.
Good
like
morning,
early morning like
Ivan.
this.
Hey, that guy,
Okay,
86.
just that pepper
Good
and that
morning.
already.
How are you? Hey, Joseph. Good morning. Realize.
Yeah, like I'm not, cause I'll be wired. I don't try to do that.
What up, Dave Clark? David Clark, I'm sorry. Oh, I
I
forgot
was
to
gonna
call
say if you
Kiki.
decide to, you can sit it here so you don't have to hold it.
I forgot to call Kiki.
For her birthday?
Yeah,
No.
I'll call her.
You told her to.
I know. Let me call her. Sean, can I see the trap phone, Sean?
These fancy ladies.
You need me to move it?
Nobody's gonna join us early.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they will join.
What's she doing?
You look, see?
It's amazing how like when you didn't notice it for a second, but like when you put it up there, they both got into position. Like
They got it took care of it. Like,
I was like, wow, that was dope. Like just
she
in
was like,
unison.
hold up, let me back up a little.
Yeah, I gotta back up. We're not too close.
Hey, Duchess.
You can't run from the mic now.
Right. No, they were like, you can bring it closer.
I can't see, so I'm like nearsighted. I'm blind.
What's
She
up,
came to
Marie?
Brooks.
I can't
Oh.
see the color.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna bring you
Oh,
on
really?
after this song, okay?
Hi.
Alright.
Hi, everybody. I hope that you are streaming in right now.
What, the trap phone?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ain't nobody hacked that, boy.
Yeah.
Right.
You can bring him on top of this.
My grandma still
Oh.
has one like that.
I got all my
She's
pictures
your
on my
grandma.
neck.
Is that your cousin?
My niece.
Your niece. That's what I said.
Love you too.
I can use my flip phone.
Flip phone, flip phone.
No, I don't know what this is.
Why? Somebody's gonna design a flip phone and everybody's gonna be on it. Give it a little time.
Understanding a Man, right? Is the website.
Yes.com.
Michael and Joy in the morning, michaelandjoy.com. I didn't forget this birthday right here. I wanted to give her own special shout out. My first niece ever from my sister, Constance
Whoop,
Brooks. Kiki, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kiki.
What do you have planned for today? Okay,
About to
if
say,
you
she
ever
sound
wanted
like
to
she's
be a
still waking up.
cheerleader for a professional football team, stay listening to the show because I got two cheerleaders hanging out with us. They're going to tell you some tips on how to do it. Oh, no, you're too old.
No.
She said, I'm about to say, hold on. You told her not to cuss now. Don't
She
bring
almost
it out of it now.
Kiki, I love you to death, girl. Happy birthday. Enjoy your day. And I love that meme you put out there. It's my birthday, turn up, but you can't because you're pregnant. Yeah.
She can turn up a little.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I love
Happy
you, girl.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
She said, I'm too old. Boy, stop playing.
You can be old.
Hey, Stormy.
There's no
Is
age
that the
limit.
headphones right there, Mike?
Oh, yay. Happy birthday, Joshua.
I didn't know
Happy birthday. You want me to sing to him? 'Cause it's your birthday.
Kendra.
Okay, maybe
I
not.
have to leave at 15? 8:15?
Yes,
Okay,
she
I
is
got
a
you.
real corporate.
No, you good, you good.
See what had happened.
I'm good.
No, you're
Commercial
good.
break? How much time we got?
3 minutes.
How many?
What time
Okay.
He gonna get a video clip just in case so that she not running out of here.
Hey, Erica.
See, I told you people be on them.
I know it's early.
Right.
I'm
Well, you get
surprised
that
people
they
are,
get that
like,
notification.
joining on here.
They get that notification that you
Notification,
popped
so-
up. And they'll probably go. One of the things that I think that I liked about IG is they put it so that it can be 24 hours now. So at least they can go back and watch the replay. Because before when you went live, they deleted
That was it,
immediately.
you know? Yeah.
So if you didn't see it, you just didn't see
And
it.
because of you, I went and bought a card. I got one.
So was that the problem?
I'm gonna find out
You
today.
guys,
Right,
I was a little rough this morning. I'm not a morning person, so.
Yeah, that's
I'm
probably
gonna
what
find
it
out
is.
today if that
Yeah.
was the reason why I got one.
Because it might not have anywhere
I did my
to
makeup
save it
card.
to. So it's like, well, what you want us to do? Like, what you want us to do, player? I mean, I'm just saying, like, get it together.
I can't see y'all, so I have to. Hey, cousin! Thank you so much. Huh? I only said hello.
Did you know that 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with
What you in there doing laughing about?
I was one
Nothing else between us. That's between us.
When we make breakfast happen for
There
kids
can
in
be too
1
many
neighborhood,
between us.
we have the power to end child
Be like that sometimes.
Create
What up, Dave?
brighter school days
I love your
and
haircut.
healthier
I'm looking
minds.
at it.
Thank you.
Yes, I
Thank you.
like want to do a
appreciate
short
it.
YouTube, but yeah, I'm too scared.
She said-
I'm gonna have to get a wig or
and
something.
Kierraa
I don't know.
Just in
But
case.
it's
I got
so
those
cute.
too, in case I decide that I want to do somebody different.
It's
All right, about to come back.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Major keys to getting to college at GetSchool.com. Brought to you by GetSchool and the Ad Council.
Is there? Well, I'll ask afterwards. Where I can get the address. You probably know it right off here.
I know it right off. Yeah.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Hanging out with Wags Atlanta owned stars. It's actually Wags is on E. I didn't get an opportunity to watch last night's show
But you saw
because
the
I
first
was at the Mexican restaurant, the Tex-Mex restaurant.
It's my
last night.
favorite food.
Yeah, it
Do you
is.
like cilantro? Are you a
I
cilantro?
can eat
fan?
Mexican all day, any day. Like I can eat Mexican food all day, every day.
Yeah, I got a cilantro problem. Like I can still taste it.
She was like, "Oh, the
I don't know
Mexican
about-
is a problem."
Now, where are y'all from originally?
Born and raised from Douglasville.
Oh, y'all from here.
Oh, y'all from the Ville, like literally
The
the
Ville.
Ville.
Yeah.
Ah,
The suburbs.
well, shout out to
Shout out
them.
to Douglasville.
Now, y'all remember Lee Road. Y'all know Lee Road, right?
Yeah, we live like right off Lee Road.
She was like,
Wait,
well,
don't
hold
give
on,
our
wait,
address
wait,
away.
wait,
What's
till-
your address?
wait till-
Like,
Lee Road is a long road,
In
but
that
so have y'all
vicinity.
ate at Gumbo's before?
Yes.
Ah.
So good.
Oh
Have
my
y'all ever
God.
ate at that Waffle House on Lee Road that used to be there?
Yes.
I used to manage that jump. That was me there.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Well, we're moving on up.
Waffle on 2, order scrambled cheese on 2, make 1 a plate, scatter some other cover, 1 bacon, 1 sausage.
Oh,
Man,
that is
slow
so
down.
impressive.
Slow down and say that thing again,
Yeah,
girl.
it's
But
so
nah,
impressive,
congratulations. But
like-
all your businesses, that's why you mentioned all your businesses are out in
Exactly.
Douglasville. You
Yes.
got a couple of
Cute.
businesses that you do. Let's start with the dance studio because that's a given right there. You guys own a dance studio together. Tell us about the studio.
Well, we've been dancing probably since we were like, I
All
don't
of
know,
our
like
lives.
4 or 5, forever. So it's really something, you know, that we love and wanted to be able to give back and share, you know, that gift with other people. So yeah, we have a dance studio, starts at age 2, goes up to age 18. We offer ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, contemporary, a little bit of everything. And yeah, we're just very family oriented studio, lots of fun. So everybody bring your kids out if you're looking for a studio.
Now, Ariel,
Yes.
tell us about the competitiveness of cheering professionally.
Right.
Because, I mean, I remember the show, the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, they did that, like, that first reality show, but I never realized how competitive that you know, that position as a cheerleader is.
The crazy part about it is people think it gets easier each year you try out. I feel like it's the opposite. Because when you first try out, it's like if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. But coming back as a vet, it's like I have to
You
make
have
it.
to make it.
Like,
And they're
I
expecting
don't
you to
wanna-
make it,
right.
but they don't want to, like, cheat for you. like-
Exactly, exactly. And it's just hard to keep up as far as look-wise. You have to stay fit, hair done, nails done, makeup on at all times. So it is very, very, very competitive because there are tons of beautiful girls in Atlanta that know how to dance.
Right.
So there's competition. Just because you're a vet does not mean you're gonna make it back.
Now, Ariel, I thought there was
and there's this competition.
a no fraternization rule in football where you
Oh,
couldn't
there
mess.
is.
There
You're not
definitely
supposed to.
is.
Okay, so how you end up with Harry Douglas then? he
see
must have
what
bumped
had
into you on the
happened.
sideline or
Let me say
something.
this. Let me say this. There is a fraternization rule. It's not as strict as it was when I cheered, but it was very strict when I cheered. I actually met my husband though. It was a Falcons event. I was a cheerleader. It was both of our first year on the team. But we had a mutual friend. My godbrother actually played with him at the University of Louisville.
Okay.
So that was our common denominator. Versus really, it wasn't like we saw each other then and he tried to holler immediately. It was more so
Well,
like.
you didn't write your number down.
No, yeah. I'm a really
Slides.
like by the book type of girl. Like I don't like to break the rules. So that was, a big no-no for me. I was very reluctant at first to even give him a chance. But my godbrother was like, look, this is my homeboy. You're gonna really like him. He's this, he talked him up. It's probably some lies.
There you
but
go.
Well, look, I
yeah,
mean,
it worked out and we
later,
were
here
happily
go.
ever
I was
after.
gonna
Yeah.
say, well, congratulations.
Now, would y'all
to
do it
you.
again? Would you cheer professionally again?
Absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
I
I'm not-
would want to, but at this point, now that this show is out, I
where
don't
we
think I would
are
make
right
it
now
back.
in our lives,
really?
yeah, we can't necessarily go down the road again. But absolutely, the experience was amazing. I actually cheered NFL and NBA, so I cheered for the Hawks as well. And yeah, I would in a heartbeat.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Well,
so exciting.
congratulations.
Thank you.
The dance studio. What's the address?
It's
21 Favre Road.
Okay.
I don't know
In
the zip
Douglasville,
code.
Georgia. It's right there.
Douglasville,
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah.
What's the name of the studio?
Just
Just
Dance.
Dance Studio.
Dance.
Yep.
Just Dance. Hey, when we come back, we're gonna talk more. We're gonna talk about the couture spot.
Yes.
Cause they be talking about me and I be wearing the same thing, everything. You got anything
That's
over there for me?
cool. That's cool.
You got anything? Maybe.
We got lady stuff right now.
Oh, okay. No, so that's not a maybe. That is
Find
not a
something for
maybe. When we come back, it's more.
What
Michael and Joy.
happened was, and where is the
Why? What you talking about, bro?
the
Somebody downstairs? Oh, okay. Somebody playing on the phone?
the couture
They
store?
were running late.
The address, it's
Yes.
in Arbor
I
Place
said
Mall.
they're here
Oh,
tonight,
okay.
so that's fine.
So it's 6700 Douglas Boulevard.
Come
I don't
back.
know my
and see,
address.
okay.
I gotta conduct business. Hi! Hi, Miss Tim.
But yeah, that when I was talking about the New Year resolution thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
How you want me to set you up?
Just
What you gonna go into? Just the New Year
Hi,
resolution.
entertainment.
for singles.
Okay,
married,
okay.
so.
Hey, I'm about to log off for a second because I gotta get some behind the scenes videos. Hey, Miss Gia, I'm sorry. Y'all can go to Michael and Joy YouTube and catch them, but I gotta get this footage while I can. I could never know when I'm being their presence again, especially when they get their own show.
Oh my
and you
gosh.
know how it's gonna be once they get the
Right
Michael and who?
now.
Michael and who? Oh yeah, I think I remember doing that.
We
show.
will come
Nice
anytime.
show.
Anytime. But who y'all really need to get is my husband, because that's who's absolutely. He's really like the character.
Yes, he is.
Like, he's hilarious.
Yes, he is.
And that's him
You'll
like in
see
real
the
life.
next episode.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
you need to watch, watch the second
I'm gonna watch
episode.
the second one.
The second
Yeah.
one is juicy, it's some drama.
Okay.
But Harry's hilarious.
Okay. What about that lady who wore that outfit to y'all little party? though?
That's our friend.
Oh,
Hope is like our
Yeah.
play sister.
What y'all tell her when she?
You didn't see my comments? I said, what do you have on?
No, I'm saying when y'all first saw it, when she walked through that door.
I was
what
like,
y'all
oh, that's cute.
No, I said,
I don't
what
think
do
I
you
would've
have
worn
on?
that.
I immediately said, what do you have on? No, but we love her to death.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
she is very much like true to herself, and she doesn't care what anybody else to say. And I like that about her. It's funny.
And it's funny y'all here because the day that show came on, when I came on the show the next morning, I was like, man, Tasha was watching Waves Atlanta, and I just happened to be sitting in the bed doing the show, and I ended up watching the whole damn show.
Good. I'm happy you like. Did you like it?
Yeah, y'all did a good job.
Okay, good.
Oh. Ariel and Kierraa.
Hey, good morning, Day Day. You know how funny that was when I had said, you be like Day Day, the security officer. He looked too like, what?
That was his
Come to
nickname.
find out, that was his nickname. No, I was talking about, of the world, Craig. Hey, Tamika. Hey, Anemi. Good morning, Realize. How are you? Thank you for tuning in.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Z Young.
Don't look at my makeup.
switch to the gram sound and image
Oh,
better.
Thank you so
Wanna come back?
much.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Hanging out with Miss Ariel and Kierraa. They are stars on Wags Atlanta on ETV, and that show comes on Thursday nights.
Wednesday.
I'm sorry, Wednesday
Wednesday.
nights.
At
I'm sorry,
10
at 10 p.m. Thank you very
10
much.
p.m.
Let me write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it now.
You have to
Set your
watch.
TiVo.
Oh, no, we got you. We're fans. You came to the show. We're going to support you from here on out. So we partners for life. Just like we support my man, Mr. Elam B. King. He is the author of Understanding the Man. And he co-wrote a book. Tell us about the book real quick.
It's called Understanding a Man. What I basically did was interview 24 men on various topics that if we had a daughter or those that had a daughter, what would we want her to know in order to ensure that she has a lasting relationship?
Got you.
Sure.
And we're talking about New Year's resolutions and setting that
Absolutely.
New Year's resolutions. How do we start with those?
Whether you're single, married, or divorced, it's just a couple of tips, and you can actually catch it on YouTube. You can just go to Understanding a Man and look at New Year resolutions. But those of you that are single, just one or two tips I just want to give you. And a lot of times when it comes to relationships, we think it's like this really big thing, right? And really, a lot of times it's just basic. So for my singles, I just want to encourage you, just focus on mind, body, and soul. I know that sounds really basic, but it really is, because if you look at the mind piece, okay, what are you reading? What conferences are you going to? What are you putting in your mind to make sure that you're separating yourself and encouraging yourself to prepare yourself for a relationship? From a body perspective, you know, what exactly are you doing from just a workout perspective? There's a book called, what's it called? Outwitting the Devil. And basically it's Napoleon Hill talking to the devil, and he asked them, you know, what are ways that you get people? And he said it's 3 ways. Food, sex, and the ability to not keep your mouth shut. So when it comes to food, if you think about it, if you eat the wrong thing, then you're going to be sluggish, and then you're not going to go out there and accomplish actually what God has put you on this earth to do. So just something as simple as making sure that you're taking care of your body. And then when it comes to your soul, I mean, at the end of the day, whatever your deity is, whoever you worship, you need to be getting a little bit closer to that individual and making sure that you're in alignment. So that's for my singles. And then for my divorced people, you know, just something simple as, number 1, forgive yourself for whatever the situation was. Yes, you played a part in it, okay? And so forgive yourself is number 1. And then number 2, you know, focus on renewing yourself. All right, whoever you were, take that, you know, don't waste a lesson. Because whatever you were doing from a marriage perspective and it didn't happen, and you know you guys got a divorce, learn from that. Okay. And then the last thing, and this is something so big for women, so big, and I want the ladies really to listen to this. Focus on finding your happy. At the end of the day, you cannot make somebody. It's not your spouse's responsibility to make you happy. It's not. It's your. It's their responsibility to complement your happy that you've already found within yourself.
Because at the end of the day, when you're happy with yourself, you got to make yourself happy first. And Joy always uses the analogy when you jump on the plane and they say if that oxygen mask come down, put yours on first.
That's a perfect
Put yours on first, because if you ain't straight, ain't nobody straight. And that's what I talk about in truisms. I always ask people what's most important to them, and they talk about their kids, their family, things like that, which is all right. But if you ain't happy first, you can't take care of nobody in your crew.
And that's what a lot of times, when we first, let's say we go to school and go to college, whatever, we get out and we're just going for jobs or whatever case may be, we're not really focusing on what do we really want to do. That's so critical. Because when you hit your 40s and you got the kids, then your parents, you know, they're getting older, so maybe you have to start taking care of them. You got the job, and you're pulled in so many different directions, particularly women. So they say that in their 40s, their happy is lost because they never found it.
They never found
20s.
it from the beginning.
In the beginning, and then you always hear, "I'm going to break up with such and such." So I just wasn't happy. Well, if you found your happy yourself first, then you won't be putting so much pressure on your spouse.
Understanding a
Which you shouldn't
Man,
be doing.
Elam B. King is the author, and then next thing you know, women are running out trying to be cheerleaders at 50. Like, you should have tried to do that in your 20s.
Well, what had happened
Titty
was,
bump, titty bump, titty
or
bump,
or
titty
you
bump.
or you
That's
are
that hood cheer.
what you call top model.
Hey, shout out to Seattle because Seattle newly introduced a 1.75 cent per ounce tax on all sodas and sugar-sweetened beverages last week. As residents get ready, this price tag is hefty. I'm going to give you an example. A photo of flats of 35 Gatorade were at a Costco. The price was marked up from $10.34 to $26.33 because of that tax. Now, what's happening is numerous studies have linked sugary drinks to the risk of becoming overweight or obese. Like 1 in 3 Americans that do that. And what they said is they're trying to get these kids off these sugary drinks because the beverages seem to pose a particular risk to children. One study found that over the course of a year and a half, each additional sugary drink raised the risk that a child would become obese by 60%. So shout out to Seattle taking a step and getting folks happy.
I know that's right.
Leave them sugary drinks alone.
Water
Somebody enjoy
only.
it. We'll be back. I promise.
Or not.
Somebody
Hey,
downstairs, bro. Can you
bruh.
get that? Somebody downstairs.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Michael, do me a favor. Well, actually, Elam,
Yo.
while you right there, my coat is right there. I got it, Michael.
That's for Kierraa.
Okay. Can you grab my car key and unlock my car door for me?
I'm really interested in reading this book.
Hey, I know the author. I'll get you a copy.
Oh,
Make sure
okay.
you
Just
sign
unlock it and leave it unlocked.
Well, yeah, and I'll lock it from up here because somebody got to get something
Sure.
out of it.
Sean, listen. Are we going to the top?
Let's go to the top.
Okay, when we come back, we're going to talk to the Kierraa and Ariel again. And when we go out of that break, go into this or that.
Okay.
This or that, this or that. Hey, I am TLC Pampered. Hey, Shaquita. Hey, I am P. Muna. Good morning.
No, you can just say right now. We'll do it right there. And at the end, you name the show, and then you can say, and you're waking up with Michael and Joy in the morning. And I'm going to do them individually for you, okay?
Oh, on the phone.
No, I'm going to record it right now.
Wait, are we together?
Do it individually. We'll do both individually, and then we'll do one together.
Okay.
Is that okay? Get out the way.
Hi, it's Kierraa Douglas from WAGS Atlanta on E, and you are waking up with Joy and Michael in the morning.
It's
Perfect.
actually Michael and Joy in the
Oh,
morning.
Michael and Joy.
Perfect.
Sorry. Do it again.
Perfect.
Like, see, that was cute
It
though.
was
Oh, we
cute.
gonna use it.
Michael
Trust me.
and Joy. No, go back, go back.
Are
Let's
you
do
ready?
it.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Hi, I am Kierraa Douglas from WAGS Atlanta on E, and you are waking up with Michael and Joy in the morning.
Yay, she got it.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
So sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was going to say, Elam, did you lock it back?
Come on, sis.
No, I just
Okay,
unlocked
yeah.
it.
Let me get it, and I'll lock it back. She just said,
I was about to ask you, is your car anything like mine where it just automatically, if the person
Well.
doesn't
I don't know.
open it?
Hi, I'm Ariel Anderson with WAGS Atlanta on E, and I'm waking up with Michael and Joy.
In the morning.
In the morning. I said waking up.
And you're waking
Let me
up?
start over.
Yeah. There you go. Go.
Hi, it's Ariel Anderson from WAGS Atlanta on E, and you're waking up with Michael and Joy in the morning.
Whoop, whoop.
It
Two
took me like-
take, two
Look, it
take.
took me like 4.
Right,
Yeah,
clearly.
Yeah.
He was all over the place.
All the different places.
We are going over to Michael and
You wanna
Joy
see that, right?
on Instagram, so we will see you over there.
Hi, we're Ariel Anderson,
And Kierraa Douglas from WAGS on E.
and we're waking up in the morning with Michael and Joy in the morning.
Yeah, that'll work.
Waking up in the morning. Waking up in the morning.
So what had happened was, just in case you didn't know, it's the morning.
It's the morning.
It's the morning time. In the morning.
We had to let the people know.
What time in the morning does your show start officially? 7. 7? So does it ride to work? Listen.
Come back, we'll talk about the store. What's the name of it?
It's Closet Couture.
Closet Couture. Until it can do what real beasts do. And Supreme.
Yeah, so
Okay,
Sypreme Essence,
alright.
guys.
Supreme Essence with Credit Warriors.
Yes.
The late one.
It's okay. It's another one late too.
Yeah, it's a couple of them. Like, you're fine.
Jump out here.
Welcome to Atlanta,
God.
Charlotte, where the players
I was
play.
gonna say, so how long have you been living in Atlanta?
Okay, I have no excuse. I've been here about maybe 8 months.
Oh, well, you know, 8 months is still fairly new. Where are you coming from?
Connecticut.
I was gonna say, so how long did it take you to get here? Because I bet that traffic
Oh, you
from
mean coming from?
Connecticut.
No.
I'm just messing with you.
Lawrenceville.
Lawrenceville, yeah.
A couple accidents on the
Wait,
highway.
yeah. That can throw you off. That can throw you off all the
I'm gonna
time.
tell you, it's been now, girl.
Brother Claiborne,
Can't keep
what's
up with
going
that
on?
busy
Hey,
schedule.
B.
We play
Reed,
Saturday.
good morning.
That's what y'all do all the time.
I ain't gonna lie.
I play Saturday night.
Chef Maul, what you
Do
doing?
not say that name in here.
Who?
Somebody was Brady.
Top of the hour.
They play Pittsburgh. I mean, they play New England. Y'all can beat New England though.
You can beat New England.
Right. We are. We're gonna win. I'm excited.
Fly Eagles.
I mean,
She said.
What y'all score,
right.
like 9 points in that last game?
No,
10?
we came back. We was down by almost 20 points
your
when we
luck
came
great.
back.
Don't worry
okay.
about it.
It's like, get your score right.
It was like, I don't know.
Y'all lost in the last 30
20
seconds.
Don't do that.
Ooh.
Don't do that.
That's old. You still feel
Why you still
feeling some
talking
kind of a way?
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Today's show is being brought to you by Elam B. King, author, Understanding the Man. The new book you can check out anywhere books are sold. Amazon, the back of the trunk. He'll sign them. As a matter of fact, Ariel and Kierraa said they wanted a copy of the book. I said,
Absolutely.
no.
We
I
need
said, don't
one.
worry about it. I got
This
it hooked
is a
up.
great read. This one right here is single, so she
Hey.
need all the hookups.
Uh-oh,
She
who's
was like,
single?
look, I know
Single
you gonna
alert.
stop shouting me out. Like,
Are you single too?
no, we were talking about your sister.
Oh.
Not me, but I am.
We're going to get everybody in here hooked up. The young lady from Connecticut, is she single? Good. We're going to send you on some. You single too?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
She
no,
did
I got
like
a
this.
ring.
Nope. But shout out to Ariel and Kierraa. They are stars on the new show, Wags Atlanta, that you can watch on every Wednesday night.
10 p.m.
10 p.m. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. And you can also check them out because not only are they stars on Wags, they're former cheerleaders. They own a dance studio, and you guys have a new spot out at Arbor Place Mall, Plaza Couture, correct?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
It's a clothing boutique. I mean, what girl doesn't love to shop or fashion? So
Right.
this was like my in, like, ooh, yes, I get to shop and make money off of it. Yes. But no, we have some really like stylish contemporary pieces, very, cute. So anybody that's looking for some cute clothes, stop on by.
There you go.
Amen.
Now, Ariel, y'all growing up relationship, is it just you two?
Yes, it's
Okay.
just the two of us.
So y'all must have had an awesome
the two
relationship
of
growing
us.
up.
Not at first.
We didn't
No.
like each other growing up. We fought a lot. Like, she would steal my clothes.
How many
Yes.
years apart?
About 4.
4
yeah.
years. Okay, I could totally see that.
Y'all still on each other clothes?
Well, I still do that.
She still takes my clothes, but
Especially
we're
from the
cool,
store,
We're
closet
cool
too.
about it now. But like back in the day, we definitely, had our little bumps on the road.
Yeah, my sister used to have to write a note when she would take stuff out of my closet.
Oh, did she?
Right
Yeah,
there.
right there.
Smart.
Well, yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
good way
because
to keep
clearly
up with
she
it.
was not going to tell me at first, and then I'd be looking for it and couldn't find it. And so eventually I got to the point where I was like, yeah, can you just tell me when you take something out?
Now, whenever we speak with entrepreneurs like yourselves, I always like to hear the backstory, especially about the parents. Like, what was the household? What were your mom and dad like?
I mean, they're very much go-getters as well. My mom is actually a partner with us at our dance studio.
Yay,
So,
awesome.
yeah, she's the reason why we are entrepreneurs.
She pushes
She
us.
is the one who has pushed us since we were little. I mean, what I would like to say, I attribute all of our success from her. But yeah, she has a corporate background. So she was kind of able to school us up on the business side of things, and then I have a business degree, and so
I have
does
business degree.
Ariel. So
So mama be dancing too?
well, Mama don't. She has
She
a
said,
business
well, Mama don't.
but
Oh.
she handles the business
Yes.
side. She's picked up a couple steps here and there.
Now, what
Yeah.
did you guys want to be growing up? Like, cheerleader is one of those jobs, like fireman, police officer. Man, I would love to cheer for the Dallas Cowboys.
Never,
but what was?
actually.
No, it wasn't.
No.
We've always wanted to do something in the field of dance just because we
Right.
love it, but it was never like this is what I want to do. I actually wanted to do broadcasting.
Oh, nice.
Originally, that's what I wanted to do when I wanted to go to school, and I shied away from it because everybody was like, oh, it's such a competitive field, you're not going to be able to find a job, you're going to have to move far away, all this stuff. So then I actually was going to school for international business, and then I switched my major. But yeah, that was we never really
Never thought about it.
No.
Yeah, dance.
I mean, I did want to be backup dancer for Beyonce.
A backup dancer.
That was the only thing.
if we just be honest.
I was like, well, if I'm to dance professionally, I want to dance for Beyonce.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to be Tyra Banks.
Yeah, she wanted to model and be Tyra Banks.
There's an application still going out for
Oh,
her.
really? I think it's over for me. I'm good.
You do have good height.
She's very
So
tall.
you
She
do
has
have
the
good
model
height.
look and body. So
Yeah.
she's
I
a
just
good
like
model.
to eat. I don't want to be
I was gonna
skinny.
say so about that.
Well, I always wanted to be a Trailways bus driver. That was my dream job growing up. I didn't know how he stayed up for 9 hours driving
Michael
from
was shooting for the
DC
stars on that
to
one.
Durham, North Carolina, boy. He was on that bus like that. But I was like, man, that is the coolest gig in the world. Hey, we're going to get the opportunity to know our guests a little bit better because we played this game called This or That.
This or that. This or that. Go ahead. Steering wheel perfect.
I was ready, Sean.
Hey, what? Good morning,
No
Star
smoking.
Power. Hey, Swish Reed.
Michael and Joy in the morning.
B. Reed said, I'm single.
Everybody's single today, boy. MichaelAndJoy.com is the website. Hanging out with Ariel and Kierraa from WAG TV, WAG Atlanta on E. You know I be getting it.
I was going to say, you know what? I grew up loving the name Ariel from, of course, The Little Mermaid.
That's what I named her. Actually,
Oh, wow.
The Little Mermaid was on. I was about 4. That was my favorite movie at the time.
I love
and
it.
I said, let's name the baby that, Mom. She went with it.
Let's name the baby that, Mama.
She went with it.
Well, since we getting to know y'all a little better, we getting to know y'all a little more better because we play this game called This or That. And as a matter of fact, let's see who made the list today. Kierraa, it's you. But what do you know? So random that we did that. Now, y'all mentioned that you grew up in Douglasville. So did y'all have the cereal on top of the refrigerator or in a pantry?
It was on top of the refrigerator.
I feel like it was on top of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Oh, they ain't had no money out there in Douglasville,
Oh,
Sean.
no,
That does
we
not
was
mean
good.
She was like, no.
Oh.
We were straight. We
I
had a
now,
basement.
Mama had a corporate job.
She was just like,
we were
what
straight. We were
what
straight.
happened was.
We just weren't big cereal eaters, so we didn't need it at our.
Bottom of the
Right.
cereal be all hot when it gets
I
to the
was
refrigerator.
gonna say, yeah, I totally can see
I
them
didn't
eating
think about
oatmeal in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Oatmeal
or like a real breakfast.
or
like
dry
bacon
wheat
and
toast.
eggs.
Right. Orange juice.
Who got time to make bacon and eggs? Boy, you better eat that cereal with no milk in the car. Come on.
Ariel, Kierraa, come downstairs and eat. They come down, they plates made, orange juice, cheese.
Yeah,
and
we were
everything.
spoiled.
Wow.
Kierra was like, you know what?
No
yeah,
lie.
that was us.
My mama said, boy, you better grab a Pop-Tart.
But
But
sad
mama,
part,
we...
them days are gone though.
Right.
They
Mama, we don't have no toaster. Boy, you better eat that Pop-Tart. You need no
Eat it
toaster.
cold.
Alright,
Nobody
anyway.
got time for no toast.
So what we did is we knew that you ladies were coming on the show about 9 weeks ago. So what we did was we put some questions together. And Joy and I, this is a contest between Joy and I. So we answered the questions based off how we think you would answer them.
Okay.
For instance, like the cereal on top of the refrigerator or in the pantry. I could have sworn y'all had a pantry.
I mean, we had a pantry.
We just didn't put the cereal in it.
We had the cereal.
I bet you was in the
Just like,
pantry now,
let's
ain't
talk about this corporate job.
yeah.
She was
So
like-
what we did was we answered the questions, but we added a little twist to it because we got Ariel in on the game as well. So we want to see how well your sister know you too. So now Ariel, you know if we beat you, that's gonna be a shame, right?
Yeah.
You know we're gonna talk about this all week long.
It was pressure, man.
Okay, that's what
She
you
had to
say.
answer
Okay.
the question quickly.
All right, so you ready?
It was pressure, man.
So Kierra, you wake up in the morning, you got 2 boxes of cereal on the table. One is Frosted Flakes, the other is Captain Crunch. Which one are you choosing?
Ooh, I like both of those. I'm gonna
Pick the
say
right one.
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted
said
Flakes,
just pick the
okay.
right one.
Ariel, Joy got one. I picked. No, Joy,
No,
you did.
I
My
picked-
bad. You
I
right.
picked,
You
Captain
picked Captain
Crunch.
Crunch.
I like Captain
All
Crunch
right.
too, though.
That's
Alright,
okay.
so
You didn't pick the
1-1-0.
one I wanted.
Alright, here's the next one. Cheetos or cheese puffs?
Cheetos.
Cheetos. Okay, so that's one for Joy.
He was like, I want to play over there.
Right,
My
he already
daughter-
trying to play.
My
One for
daughter
Ariel.
loves Cheetos. Like, we have those stuff.
Ariel, are you keeping score
Yes,
yourself?
I am.
Yeah, because Michael won't cheat. Ariel. I just want you to
How
know.
about this one? Mexican or Italian? And we're talking food,
Now
not men.
y'all know.
Oh.
They don't know you.
Mexican food all day, every day.
Mexican.
I can eat rice and beans every
Did
day.
you just do that?
I don't know what you're talking about. That
Ariel's
was
keeping
somebody in
score.
the background.
Yes, Ariel, you have 3 points, Ariel. I got you over here. So right now the score is 3-2-1.
Ariel was like, she know Michael cheat.
Lemon pepper wings or hot wings?
This one.
Ooh, I like both. I like to mix the sauces actually together, but I'm gonna say
See, I should still get that one. no matter
lemon
what.
pepper.
Lemon pepper. Okay.
Oh,
so
you
you
got
ain't
that
got that
one.
I
one.
like hot wings too. I like
Michael,
to mix the
Joy.
sauce.
No, that's a mix.
No,
Wait.
no,
It's a
no,
mix. She
no.
said, what had happened?
How about this one? McDonald's fries or Chick-fil-A fries?
Ooh, McDonald's fries.
Damn, I got that.
I like Chick-fil-A fries
I didn't know
too.
you was ratchet.
Yeah.
I
Yes, sister.
McDonald's make it ratchet as
We
hell.
grew
Right.
up. We grew up on McDonald's.
I thought you was
You know we
She
grew
was
up on
like, so
McDonald's.
I am still true to my hood.
I'm not even keeping count no more.
Cruise
Fries.
vacation or destination vacation?
Destination.
Okay, everybody got that one right. Why you stop taking score?
I was
Ariel?
gonna say, what is the score,
I
Michael?
like cruises. though.
Michael has 5, Ariel has 4, Joy has 3. Vegas or Miami?
Ooh, Miami.
Miami.
I like
Everybody
beach.
got that one.
I need a
Bam,
tan.
bam, bam. How about this one? Here go a real hood Douglasville question
Uh-oh,
for you.
D-Ville.
Grape Kool-Aid or red Kool-Aid?
I mean, I don't like Kool-Aid.
Well, you got to pick one though.
Just pick-
Red.
Yeah.
Red. Okay, so Joy got that one. That gave Joy 5.
Uh-oh.
Ariel, you got that one. That gives you 6. So right now the score is 6-6-5.
What do you have?
6.
Okay, I didn't quite.
All right, so here's the bonus question. Don't worry about it, because
Right,
here's the bonus
exactly.
question. And because we are celebrating the birth of one Dominique Wilkins, the bonus question is going to be worth 58 points today. This can get everybody back in the game. So here's the deal.
Pick the right one, Keith.
Miss Kierraa, you just had a launch. The TV show Wags Atlanta on E, the dance studio, the clothing store.
Closet Couture.
You just had a release. It was jumping. After the show, though, you don't feel like driving home, so we hand you the trap phone.
Yeah.
There you go, to your right.
Oh, okay.
She was like, oh, no, you
Trap
got
phone
the
work,
trap
but it only got 3 numbers in there because, you know, it don't have a lot of storage.
Oh,
Clearly.
Yeah.
And you can only call one of these people to come pick you up and drive you home.
Pick the most responsible one.
Stop it. Ariel,
Sorry.
stop it.
Pick the most responsible one.
Pick,
Don't be over here, Chitlin. You sound like a little cheater too now.
pick what the Lord put in your spirit.
let's see what the
Who are
Lord
you
tells
calling?
me.
Who are you calling to come pick you up? Is it Michael Vick,
Pick the most responsible one.
Julio Jones,
Is it?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
or Matt Ryan? Who are you calling to drive you home? Michael Vick, Julio Jones,
That's a tough one.
or Matt Ryan?
Am I intoxicated or is
Yes,
there a
you
reason why
lit,
you're
Shawty.
intoxicated?
You lit,
And your
Shawty.
husband is not around.
My husband.
Uh-oh.
But all y'all doing is going home. He's just giving you a ride home. And nothing extra.
Y'all thinking it too much.
No, but I have 2 answers. That is not. I mean,
Well, just go with
Let's go with the first
your-
one.
Go with the first one.
Come
if
on.
we're going on responsibility, I'm gonna call Matt Ryan.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
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 so,
yeah.
But
But that's
Julio and my husband are really good friends.
See,
So
I
Matt-
thought about that
so
too.
there-
I'm
go
closer
ahead.
with Julio
So she's
than
so in
Matt.
other words,
But
so in
Matt,
other words, it's
hi
Julio.
Sarah Ryan. Like
So in
Sarah
other
is my
words,
girl,
it's-
and I
it's
know
Julio.
Sarah, his wife, would send
She
him
said
immediately
Matt
to come and
first.
get me.
So in other
Okay.
words, it's
Julio, I would probably have to blow up
Thank
a couple
you.
times. Like
Exactly. He's not responsible.
I'd have to call Julio a couple times.
Right.
So,
he,
yeah.
he ain't gonna pick up.
But Julio's like my husband's brother. Like, so I
So
feel
in
like.
other words, it's Julio.
No,
Okay,
no,
great.
no,
Joy
no,
Ryan,
no.
thank you.
Hey, we
Okay,
come back.
bye.
No, right, it's up. I'll let you
It's
Michael
time for
Jordan.
y'all to go now. Bye. See you later.
So I won,
I
right?
said
Yeah,
man
you
off the
did.
top.
You won. You won.
But who won between
Come on,
us?
sis, you gotta. It don't matter. She won.
No, but who won between
I
us?
picked
'Cause we
Matt
keep
Ryan,
it
too.
core. We keep
I picked
it
Matt
score.
Ryan. So
Core. We
it's
keep it
3-2.
core. Oh, all right. We keep it yearly score.
So you gotta run it, right?
She was just like, oh, I do have to go.
8:15. Have 8:12.
Oh, Sprag, good morning. Hey, Star
Yeah,
Power. Hey,
okay.
Cool Kid
You playing a
Crew.
song?
McDonald's.
Play the song, we'll come back.
Good.
Okay.
Lemon Pepper.
Well,
Y'all
okay,
so
I'll
funny
let you
tuning in
shout
from
out
New Jersey.
everything.
Shout out to New Jersey. Thank you
hanging
guys
out,
for
or you
tuning
dipping
in.
too?
It doesn't matter.
We need to
Hang
get
out. You get you some mic experience.
some photos. All right, guys. We gonna have to come back. Oh, look how cute you
Can we
are.
take some pictures real quick
Mhm. Sure.
with you?
Where's
before
your
you
phone
go?
at?
In my pocket.
Can we grab it?
I'm not trying. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Android.
I know you didn't necessarily want to stare at Michael. So thank you for tuning in.
I was gonna say, you better put
Sis,
it
I'm
on
gonna bring
the
you up after this break, okay?
Grab
I'm
it.
gonna bring you up after this break.
Oh, we're taking a picture. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, 'cause you need your
Log
phone.
on.
Well, I'm about to.
She's about to leave here.
Oh.
We'll be back, guys.
Oh, fancy with your new phone. Viola Davis. Woo!
Come back at the post.
Oh, hold on. Sean ain't ready.
What song you playing, Sean? Cause I can't hear.
Oh, it's
We gotta wait for you. Well, until then.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. When we come back, y'all want to talk credit? Y'all want to talk relationships? Y'all want to talk wags? We got you. It's Michael and Joy in the morning. Sensation Station Network.
Let go. Okay, alright. So the first one is just regular smiling, and then the second one is just.
Man, I should have dressed up today.
Well, you know. It was like, maybe not. Right. I was looking, I was like, okay, are they ready? I think they're ready. Alright, cool. So I'll send them to you guys.
okay.
You gonna say bye, right? Before you go?
I guess
You
so.
good? You got time?
She was playing.
Oh, it's 15.
She said, well, I guess
I said,
so.
I'm not far from here. It's not, but I'm supposed to be there at 8 o'clock.
Oh, so what had happened
I'm
was.
already late.
Yeah, y'all already like stop by McDonald's, get you some fries.
I found out that McDonald's was ratchet today. I didn't
She
know.
was just like, I didn't know you was
I
ratchet.
just assumed she would pick Chick-fil-A because she bougie.
Cause see what had happened was is you get a little
That's what
money
I
and then
thought.
all of a sudden
It's
you don't
all
like
about
McDonald's no
That's
more.
what I
Now
thought.
it's all about the
Chick-fil-A.
Polynesian sauce. I feel you.
So good. I like
We gotta
Both
keep
of them
going.
good. Chick-fil-A and McDonald's.
McDonald's fries though. I mean, I grew up on those.
Those
so
crack.
it's just like.
But they gotta be hot though. You
Yeah,
can't. They
yeah.
can't.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
can't
yeah.
be cold. You gotta check the bag before you leave
How about
because they
that?
will.
I got the story. Just from the other
Of course you
day.
do.
Yeah, of course. When you
You know
old.
how old
Old
men
men.
always got a store. That's
Back in
what happens
70
once you get 40.
74,
You gotta
boy.
store the story for
I tell
everything.
you what happened.
You can use that stand if you want, Supreme. You can just sit your
Man,
phone
y'all
in
are
there.
awesome.
One right there.
Oh.
Y'all are
Elam,
awesome.
can you
I'm
help
so
her
happy
put that
for
phone in the
y'all.
clamp
So happy
real
for
quick?
y'all.
I'm gonna tell my husband we're like post mine. I'm
Please.
surprised he hasn't called. Where's my daughter? Maybe I'm not
Damn.
home, so.
So are they in New England already?
No, he's still in Nashville. I think they leave. Wait, what's today?
In the
They
Friday.
leave
NBL.
today. They leave today.
Now, do y'all
I'm going.
y'all stay here?
Yeah, our,
She said, I'm
our-
going.
We're both
Yeah,
from here.
you're on live.
That's right, cause Harry went to
Jonesboro.
yeah, Jonesboro High. Him and his brother.
Yep.
Right, yep, cause his brother playing basketball.
Yep.
Mhm.
So yeah, our main home is here. All of our family is here.
Okay.
But we just, since he's in Nashville, we go back and forth. I'm leaving to go to the game.
Oh, the
tomorrow.
joystick is
Okay.
true. You
Go
gotta
sit
get
in
one.
the freezer.
I'm about to say it's gonna be cold as
I
hell.
know. Hey guys. I need to get one of those stands for us to go live on.
Right. Much better than what we have.
Well, it is called a joystick. I invented it,
Oh.
and I have them in my car. So, if we just be
If you didn't plug it,
if
I was
we
about to
just
plug
be a
it.
business women out here,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
no,
no.
I'm dead serious.
No, that's
She said I'm copping one.
Oh, yeah, right now.
Yeah, I'm copping one.
I'm copping one right now.
Yeah, so it comes. I was gonna say it doesn't come like any of the ones in here, but
Well,
it has a tablet.
I actually
that goes
sell
on
these
the
trap
top.
phones. If
And
y'all
then-
need a
and
trap
then
phone,
but you can add
yeah, you don't want your phone hacked
possible. The game plan is for
or
other
broken.
people to go live too, and then
Joy,
they
hit
put
your,
their
what you call
phones
it?
in. Okay, Michael.
Alright, get one of those.
I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna go live.
Oh, while we plugging the books.
While
on
we
the
plug
17
in,
right
it's
Okay.
understandingaman.com is the website.
Cash or credit, I got
Right? Pay for it and give it to this young lady.
And I was gonna say, I will tell you, it's really good. This is my copy. As you can see, I have been
I have
highlighting.
notes.
I got notes, girl. I'm single too. I'm trying to lock them down.
Michael and Joy in the morning, MichaelandJoy.com. As we let the sisters get ready to bounce up out here, I just want to say shout out to Ariel and Kierraa for hanging out with us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Kierraa, you got a big game coming up because your Tennessee Titans take on the New England Patriots this weekend. 8 o'clock game. You going to the game?
I actually am. You know what? A couple of the wives, well, not a couple. There's like 18 of us.
Good Lord.
We chartered a plane and we're going. Actually,
Oh, well,
this
ain't y'all
summer.
fancy.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm just saying, we gotta make sure we got
Listen,
enough
the
leg
Titans
room.
have not been to the playoffs literally since like the 90s. So for us to be in the playoffs and actually we won the first round, this is like our Super Bowl.
This is very, very
okay,
important
this
to
is
you guys.
this is a big deal for us.
And y'all gonna take it too.
Yeah.
Man,
You just gonna speak that
how
positivity.
lit would it been if Kierraa How lit would it have been if Kierraa would have said, yeah, me and some of the wives, we rented a bus and we gonna
we just gonna roll away buses.
Not to New England.
Well-
If it was, Atlanta or something.
Right.
I was gonna say, well, Michael's always wanted to drive a bus.
I'll drive y'all right about there. No, I'm probably not. No, I'm probably not. Ariel, I gotta say thank you for hanging out with us. Sis. Tell us about the shop in Douglasville one more time, because I know you got to bounce.
Closet Couture, Just Dance Studio, and Ariel Talent.
There you go, sums it up.
Amen.
And we can follow you on Instagram and all that good stuff.
At Ariel Ashley, Ariel, and Ashley with 2 Y's.
Okay, and we're gonna set you up on a date. Do they need to send their pictures and
See what
headshots
Yes,
here?
I need a whole
We
resume.
need a whole resume.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys saw, you need to watch episode 2. We go on
Okay.
a double
Watch
date
that.
and we give her date the business. And my husband. So yeah, we need a resume and all that.
You see how big sis
They gotta
is
make sure that
stepping
their
in?
pants
Yeah, we
is
need all
straight.
that.
She
Their
looking
pants
out.
gotta be up. They gotta have a belt on. They
Yeah.
gotta look presentable.
That's
Gotta have at least a 9 to 5.
Yes.
My bad. You don't look to see if he had a belt. Yeah, because you don't want your pants,
You
hanging
don't.
down
You
or
do not
whatever.
at all. Well, thank you, ladies, very much
Thank
for
you.
hanging out.
For having
You're gonna stick with us, right? Because we're gonna teach you some radio.
We gotta
You say you
get
want to do some
get your
broadcast.
reps in.
Yeah, we're gonna get you up and get your reps in. There you go. It's Michael and Joy. We'll be right back.
Whoop whoop.
Please record this for me and send it to
Oh
me.
yeah, we got
Yes.
you.
I
Got
want
you.
to see the rest of the show.
Oh well, we're
You're
on
live.
YouTube.
You can
so
go.
you
How
can
am I going to work?
You
No,
can
no,
stream
no,
from
but
work.
you know later.
You know you'll be working for real.
I was going. She
Say that
said.
on the
Wow.
mic.
No, I'm
That's your
saying
boss.
She don't really mean
half
that.
of
Straight.
corporate America be on
Don't
their
really
phones
work
and
at
on
all.
their computer.
Oh yeah, and it's Friday morning.
That's
Nobody's
what I'm
really
saying.
working
She has
after
a
like
half day
11
today.
o'clock. So.
Yeah, and you gotta have that.
And you gotta
You
have
could have
that.
took
That's
the
why
half
she
day
can't
on the
be
back
late.
end. Like I'ma stay
It's
later.
like she already getting off early, so you can't come in late.
Hey,
and
whatever.
you getting off
Well,
early.
she
I'm about to say,
already.
please
late.
don't go in with food because they gonna know
No,
you was
I'm
out
not.
playing. Yeah.
Well, drive safely. It was great meeting
Nice to
you.
meet you too.
She was like, and I got my umbrella. Cause what we
Just
not
in
gonna
case.
do
It's raining.
is mess
It
this
is
Well, it
weather.
was raining this
Bye,
morning.
guys.
Yeah, no. It was nice meeting you.
Have a good
Look,
day.
our old intern was like, I'm single.
Water.
It's like, Brandon, I'm gonna need you to.
I'm going live on my radio station.
Oh yeah. B Reed, I'm gonna need you to grow up a little.
Oh,
You
yeah.
still.
She
He
don't
just.
like- she doesn't like
He
your
just
friends.
graduated from college.
You too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Dita, good morning, Polizy. What up, ATM, Uncle something.
We're
ATM.
going to the
What
top
is
now.
this? De
We're going to
Niro,
the top.
Exir De Niro. Good morning, Haas. How are you? So,
Does mine have a tripod? Does mine look my
it's the whole stand, except for there's a piece that goes on the top where you could put your tablet at.
That
Was it
big
fit a
old
cell
phone,
phone?
you could put that at the
Ma'am?
top.
Will the phone fit there too?
Yes, just as long as it doesn't have a case on it.
Oh, I need this in my life.
There is a difference
What's your
between
website?
enhanced-
It's creditwords.org.
Woo! Wow.
Sean, you got a clip? Could you do a clip from
So
the
the
show?
tablet piece goes on the
Yeah,
top.
there's a couple.
No. I'm talking about from Wags.
Oh, can I get
There's
one?
70.
Yeah, and just play it like on the intro. You'll not
She
on
said
this one,
take
but
my
like
money.
on the next one or something like that. Can you do that for me?
Oh, girl, let's do it after the show.
Okay.
Or
Hey, Marjorie.
you can go buy it online and then just pick it up locally.
Okay.
I'm trying to track on my
Hi,
sales
good
on.
morning.
Yeah, I literally every day I leave the house. I always
Right,
grab
right.
another one because in my mind I'm like,
It's
oh
the
my
way
God,
that
that's
life
a
is
great
going.
deal.
I want to buy one.
You're not Supreme?
We're gonna start going live after each one of our episodes.
Oh,
saw
no, you want
it.
to call
And
you
do like a
Supreme?
recap.
Yes, I'm Supreme.
And
Okay.
we were holding it, and it was
Supreme.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. No, when we started doing the show, Periscope had just come out, and I was trying to figure out a way that we could go live and do the show.
That is
So
how I
just
got. I
kept-
got on Periscope
I
because
kept
of
playing
you.
around with it. I loved it. I was like, so I could just talk and y'all just gonna listen and give me hearts like that? Like, how cute is that? And then if it's other people, then the hearts are different colors. I just, it's like, and they can't really say nothing. But they can comment, but you don't see it. It goes by so quick. Oh, you want that far angle. You so funny.
What's up? Good morning.
I was like, as good as you look, girl.
I did my. I'm
Which
sorry.
color right there? That's
I did my makeup in the car.
I was
Akila
gonna say,
Jackson,
well,
what's up,
it was dark in the
girl?
car, too, and I
Wanda,
couldn't see.
hey,
Right.
Teresa, Sean, Demetria, how you doing?
Well, good morning, Shalom.
I'm gonna.
Hello.
I'm gonna help you out real quick.
Okay.
Do you want this angle?
I want it to be a little bit
You want
it back?
or
Yeah, we don't.
however.
Joe, we back. Get out there. Come on. No, sit down. No, I was saying we get ready to come back.
Oh, we about to bring you on. That's what he means to
Get
say.
out the camera. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get out the camera. Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Today's show is being brought to you by Mr. Elam B. King, Understanding the Man. The new book, you can check it out. He's selling from the trunk of his car, but he also is very professional. So you can go to his website, understandingtheman.com, or you can check him out on Amazon or all other places where your reading materials are sold. Today, the 12th of January, 2018.
On this day in 1998, Tyson Foods Incorporated pled guilty to giving $1,200 to a former agricultural secretary, Mike Epsy. Tyson was fined $6 million.
Shout to him for that little contribution, boy.
$6 million. He would be fined $6 million for $1,200. That's when you really got to sit there and think about the consequences.
Right? Is it really
like,
worth
you know
it?
what? Go ahead and keep your money.
Is it really worth it? He should have got his credit straight before he did all that.
I was
Speaking
gonna say,
of,
maybe he wouldn't have had to.
Sypreme is in the middle. What's up, Sypreme?
Hey, what's up?
All the way from Connecticut.
CT in the house.
Hey.
You nervous?
So cute.
I am a little bit,
Why?
but I'm all good.
Why you nervous?
Just go ahead and do your thing.
I was gonna say we shout you out,
I got
Supreme.
this. I got this.
Shout out to you. I was gonna say, so what
Tell-
made you want to get into helping people with credit?
Well, I had to fix my own credit first.
I know that's
Okay.
Mm.
2016 February, I couldn't get anything, not even a piece of gum. All right. I didn't get no tax money. I was broken in glass. All right. I had a little business. Well, I thought it was a business, and actually it was a traveling boutique. It was
Okay.
a bus. A big bus that had clothes on it, dressing room, wine bar. It was dope.
Oh, that is a cute idea.
And it broke down. Okay.
Mm.
$4,000. It took $4,000 to fix it. I had no money. So I go into the bank. I'm like, hey y'all.
What'd you say? Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. I need a loan.
Yeah.
Okay, sit down. I'm telling them about my business, which I thought it was just the best thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Walked out there with no loan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I came home. I said, babe, we gotta get our credit right because that's the only way we're gonna get the leverage we need.
Right.
And I started studying, and I found all the loopholes, and here we are today.
She said all of them.
And-
So in other
And
words,
got my
it's
bus
more than
fixed.
one.
They got the bus
They
fixed.
got
There
the
you
I got
go.
the bus fixed. I got the $4,000 I needed. Exactly.
Because
Wow.
what happens a lot of times, and we talk about this a lot on the show, us at our generation, our parents didn't talk about finances.
Nope.
It's something you didn't talk about in the house because the kids stayed in kids' place. So now, all of a sudden, as you get older, it's a surprise. Some people say, oh, my credit report, what about my credit report? Never checked the credit report, never looked at their number. And I learned while in corporate America, Kevin actually told me that the most important asset that you can have is your credit.
Mm-hmm.
Your ability to borrow money is one of the most important things that you can have in your life because rich people don't use their own money.
Mm-hmm.
They borrow and pay it back. So now with services like this, you are making people aware because of what you went through, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's one of the first steps that people need to do? One, check their report,
Yes,
right?
they need to pull their reports. Okay. There's several loopholes that you can do. Most people that I consult, I find over 200 points for them.
Oh, wow.
I find
Nice.
over 200 points for them, and it's literally by the legal loopholes that I teach. So you pull your reports, okay? You check for any mistakes that's up there. If there's any old addresses, you get them off. That gives you points.
That's
For
what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Creditwarriors.org
Imagine
is the
that.
website. We're gonna talk more. Shoot, 200 points, girl.
I
You'll
was
take
gonna
me
say,
from.
that's a
You'll
lot.
take me up to 217.
Yeah, boy, shut up.
Y'all got that one. Michael and Joe, we'll be right back.
About to say at least 517.
I mean,
Credit score 3 no.
If you have any viewers that
Yeah.
want their
Yeah.
if you want
A
my contact or
consultation?
something
Uh-huh.
to give
Kevin,
credit repair.
Yeah. No, we ain't gotta answer. There's 5 of us in here right now.
Okay.
I'm just joking. But not. I didn't realize by taking old addresses.
I never heard of that.
I have
before. Never heard
actually
of that.
it's a free download. It's a 28-page book that I wrote.
Okay, and it's on your
And
website.
it's on the
my
website. You
husband's
Okay.
download it and it has
Credit
step by
wa-
step.
Credit Warriors. creditwarriors.org.
Yes.
Oh wait.
What up,
Lord,
Swishry?
ooh.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Tasha. Good morning.
What's
Hey,
the
CEO
Credit Warriors what?
Self the
It's
Moguls.
creditwarriors.org.
Creditwarriors.org.
And
Get your credit right.
Yep.
It's
You
credit
can find
warriors.
200 points just like that.
Never find-
Old addresses? I never
You
even
take
heard
old
of
addresses.
Oh, somebody is my dad in
Hi.
here?
He wants to. Michael wants to say
A
hi.
Hey, what up, Harry?
Did somebody change?
Pleasure meeting you again.
Aw,
Hi.
you're not really meeting
Hey,
them.
have a great game this weekend, man. There you
Yeah,
go.
congratulations. You gonna bring it back. Hey,
Get to work, Harry. Thank you, brother.
Atar,
He saw
is this you?
She's at home.
Um,
I'll call you
Elam.
when I get home.
who is Ataria XI Vibe? Who is it?
Why?
Because it said it's my dad there. I think I heard him.
No, that's
I'll come back.
When
I come back.
not. And we have the baby.
I'm gonna clap for her.
Michael, you got some kids you want
I'm
to
about
claim
to say.
with?
Listen to that real quick. Who daddy?
Hey, somebody said, is that my daddy in there? Sean, you got a kid you want to claim?
Who daddy? That ain't
Said, is
mine.
that my daddy in there?
My name Roscoe.
That's Sabrina.
Boy, shut up.
Hey, Sheree.
She gonna play.
Hey, Hardy
Sean gonna
Bell.
play a clip
What's
from the
up?
show.
Okay, cool.
Hi, Audrey.
Like, get out of here.
I love a warrior.
We're gonna talk to her this break. Shout out what you'll do for our listeners, and then we'll bring you back up. Okay, girls.
Sypreme. Woo! I love upstate accents.
Yeah, I've lost mine.
Huh?
I don't even.
Yeah, no, you got it.
My husband really does. He's in New York. He's going hardcore. Oh my god.
How long you been south? How long
8
you been
months.
south?
8 months.
Oh, damn, yeah.
She be getting y'all in trouble.
Oh gosh. I know which scene this is.
He said, get you a plumber.
Michael and Joy in the morning. Michael and Joy.
He said, just get you a plumber.
Get a plumber. Harry gonna tell your sister to get a plumber. Was he serious?
No, he's dead serious.
He is dead serious. Because you don't all, I mean, I think that there are so many career paths that people can go into, and they make decent money. You know, a lot of
Oh,
times
yeah.
you downplay like someone who might take like a garbage man, but at the end of the day, he making bank.
Which
I'm glad Elam B. King is hanging out with us today. What you about to say, Elam?
No, I was gonna say that's one of the points that we actually talk about inside of the book is that you know, a lot of times women want to go after the six-figure earner or whatever it may be, but you're asking for something that really you can't even handle.
Right.
Because if there's a certain type of man that you want, you have to be able to, you know, your personality or you know whatever your 9 to 5 is, whatever you have to be able to vibe with that person.
Right.
So you have to, you might want the doctor, but he works at night or whatever case may be, and so you're like, you know, you want all this quality time, whatever. You can't put both of those together.
Right.
You know?
You agree,
have to be
Kierraa?
ready.
No, I completely agree. He's exactly right.
Mhm.
The clip that you just played actually is hilarious. My husband was giving my younger sister advice on dating or whatnot. It's a little different than what the clip portrays. Ariel, for instance, if she was here, she'll tell you straight up. She's not looking for an athlete. I think because she is in an environment where she's around a lot of athletes and she's a beautiful girl, so they're naturally attracted to one another. She just wants a man that's successful, and like you said, that can be in a lot of different fields, a lot of different areas, and somebody that can, you know, she feels like is, I guess you would say, equally yoked or can bring to the table what she, you know, feels like she can bring to the table. So she's definitely open to dating, you know, other, types of men and other careers, but this particular scene is just because she has dated, a few athletes in the past, and he's kind of like, look, like, let me just let you know.
And like Elam was just
men
mentioning,
do gossip too.
yeah, like he was just mentioning, like you have to be prepared for that because Harry's a professional football player, so it's not like
it's a lot. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot. He's constantly on the road. He's constantly gone, and you have to be able to handle everything that comes along with being, an NFL wife. It's a lot.
yeah,
It's not all glamorous.
And y'all got a little baby now, so
Yes.
he's playing. He's still in the playoffs. Like you would think, okay, the season's over with, but their team's in the playoffs. But now you have to.
And for me, it's rough because I'm, as an entrepreneur and as a woman who has her own, goals and ambitions, it's kind of hard to balance the two. You're balancing being an entrepreneur, being a mom, being a wife, not to mention we're in 2 different cities right now. You know what I mean? All of my businesses are based here in Atlanta, and he's playing out in Nashville. So it definitely, is what I like to call a juggling act. You're just constantly just trying to, keep that balance and maintain, and keep everything going.
That's
a lot of FaceTime.
Yeah, a lot of FaceTime.
It's a lot. It's a lot of going back and forth and traveling.
And
It's a lot of sacrifice.
Talking about athletes and celebrities and money and credit and stuff like that, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, the median household income for Americans is $55,322, with the poverty threshold defined as $12,228 for an individual, $15,569 for a couple, and $24,000 for a family of 4. From 2012 to 2016, it is estimated that more than 12% of Americans were living below the poverty line. Now, with income inequality on the rise, the minimum wage laws have become the hot button issue in America, many claiming that should have been raised to $15 per hour, which is roughly about $30,000 per year for a full-time person. Now, a lot of states have started doing that. As a matter of fact, beginning of 2018, 11 states passed legislation to raise the minimum wage up to $15 an hour so people can take care of their families, because now we're in a different generation now. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about the cost rising and everything. We come back a little bit later on. I got a list of the top 10 wealthiest cities in America. And trust me, Atlanta ain't nowhere near that, y'all. Yeah, I'm going to give you an example. Colleyville, Texas. If you ever heard of Colleyville, Texas.
It's a beautiful place.
The median household income there is $162,000. Coming in number 9, West Point, Connecticut.
Westport?
Yes, Westport, Connecticut. Their median household income is $166,000. Saratoga, California is right at $169,000. Wesley, Massachusetts, they're hitting it at $171,000. And Potomac, Maryland. Shout out to Potomac, Maryland.
Wow.
Those guys have a median household income of $181,000. Boy,
They got to, because the housing, it costs so much more to live up there.
If anything ever happened to me and Tasha, boy, I'm going right back to Potomac, Maryland, boy.
Use a lot.
Scoop me up, boy. Michael enjoy that guy.
Wow, you gonna get you a cougar?
That place, Colleyville, is beautiful houses.
Where?
It's right outside of Arlington, in Texas.
Oh, okay.
So I went to the Orange. I went to the Orange Theory.
Everybody.
Let's do the giveaway.
I was on air,
You
so
say
I
you're
couldn't
gonna.
talk,
You
but
say you're gonna.
thank you so much.
Hey, DD Weddings. What
Okay.
up, Lil Mo? Hey,
That's
T
cool.
Mogul.
That's cool.
Hey,
What we
Nat.
do is we usually go
on
on.
Instagram.
Hey, Budget
And
Action.
Yeah, we'll do it after the
Georgia.
show.
As well as
HKS.
my
Just give us a
clothing
couple
boutique.
Our
of tips.
photography. I thought you were supposed to come up here. Tasha said, hey, Michael.
Plug in my Facebook page.
Okay.
Pretty Words. It's Pretty
150
Words,
Entertainment. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Take this over to Instagram. I should have brought mine.
Yes, we need people to watch the show.
I'm gonna check y'all over on Instagram.
Shoot, when y'all went to Douglasville was Georgia, wasn't it?
Yes. It's come a long way.
It really.
I mean, we still, my
Yeah.
hair still live there, so
Okay.
I'm in
Douglasville is nice.
our businesses are
Hey,
just
Divine
there,
Systems. Good
Okay.
morning. How are
Yeah, I
you?
used to
Hey,
live there.
Glendora.
That is unbelievable.
I
I've
did.
been, yeah.
It
we've
was
been
1999.
Oh, okay.
I want to take my mom to
So I was 8.
No, I
No.
wasn't.
She was like 8 months.
I was like 12.
What'd you say? Scattered and smothered?
Thank you so much. Classy Gemini 81.
Credit Warriors INC online, and her website is creditwarriors.org. Did you hear me? Tasha said, "What up, Michael?"
It's Pretty
Tasha.
Warriors, each
Grant.
one. There we go.
What's the YouTube?
Tasha on there? What up, Tasha?
Michael and Jordan.
This one?
No, it's
I just sent you a link to the show.
TM.
I mean,
Each one, teach one.
it's in your text messages.
Alright, so I'm gonna give you some reps right here. So we did it. You gonna do the top 5 wealthiest cities. California, then New York, okay? No, just read it. Just start from there. I'm gonna set you up. I'm gonna say we talked about we talked about 6 to 10.
What's
and
your
you're gonna take
website,
us from 5 to
Sabrina?
1.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
creditwarriors.org. That's it.
Your website? I mean,
Yes.
your email?
Oh, it's Supreme Essence at creditwarriors.org.
This one right here?
Yes.
Hey, oh, my hair is pretty. Thank you, girl. I didn't really do it this morning. I had to get up at 5:30 this morning to get here on time.
We're coming back.
Oh, girl, you got 300,000.
No, that's 400,000 actually. 400 something thousand.
If each one of y'all send $1 to the cause. That's how I be thinking.
What is that, your Facebook?
Yeah,
I just sent you
it's 400,000.
the link to the
Okay.
email. I mean, to the
Credit card.
YouTube page.
I see.
Okay.
I see. This Connecticut
She said, I'm a credit
I'm a
god.
credit god.
from
I'm just saying, I'm
West
definitely
Point?
gonna go in
Yeah, you
there and
start
take
at
some
5.
whole addresses off.
That's real.
That's a,
I was like, that's for sure.
Softball. Never mind, we got a break.
We got a break.
Okay. Softball style.
yeah, I don't have to.
Don't worry about it.
If you don't just follow her.
I mean,
Creditwarriors.org. Damn.
You guys, I'm about to try to do some radio stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing, so don't. I'm
They're
just
in my
gonna be
car.
reading off the trunk.
Sorry.
Pretend like I know what I'm doing.
Can you get that for me?
What up, man? We'll see you soon.
What is nagging? Men would rather go off by themselves than to deal with a nagging woman.
Oh, I gotta tell y'all this
Amen to that.
story about
If you nag your man, he
what's her name?
may not want to come home. He may
Ellen, did you?
spend less time with you, and he may spend less time
That's
around
Margot.
your children.
That's real.
Y'all know what nagging is. Why you ain't that? How you do? That's exactly how women do it too.
That's how it sounds.
That's how it sounds. It probably sounds like womp womp womp, like when men hear it.
Margot
The
Robbie.
10
It's a better way to get your point across than to nag. Right?
Yeah, the tenured husbands, we just kind of turn our ears.
You just go. You got that.
Oh, we're coming back?
That hearing aid that you just cut off.
I don't nag my husband.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Kierraa Douglas still hanging out with us today. Also, we talking to Credit Warriors.
Whoop,
Each one, teach one. Chances are you probably already following them on Facebook because she has an amazing following. She
Amen.
is the
Shout
credit
out to
goddess.
Credit Warriors.
That is what we're talking about today. And we're talking about credit and how important it is, and you're doing an amazing job with getting the word out. Some tips that you can give our listeners right now that they can start improving their stuff today.
Okay, well, those of you who do not have credit cards, if you were to get one credit card, even if it's a secured card, that card would jump you between 60 and 110 points off the rip. Okay? So you can get a secure card. If you
That
go
rush card?
no,
No,
rush
she
card.
was just like, not the rush card.
Not the rush card. There's several ones you could choose from. And if you go on my website, creditwarriors.org, I have a whole list of them. You can join my group, Credit Warriors, each one teach one. And all the information you need is right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Congratulations to you. Now, you got something special that, we can set up for next week to give away to some of our listeners?
Yes,
because
sir.
credit is a very important tool that we need, and we
Yes.
appreciate your knowledge today.
Definitely. Credit is life. Cash is king, but credit is life. It's essential, like soul is the human form. Okay? And
That was
one
nasty.
thing about
I
my business is we're in the business to give. And I started Credit Warriors in 2016. I started my Facebook group May 28th, giving away all the information for free. Okay? So you can build your profile up by learning the steps that I teach from my book that's on my website also. It's a free download, creditwarriors.org. Also, what I want to do for a few of you guys, I want to give away some free credit repair. Okay, for those of you in need, I don't know how they're going to set it up here, but I'm willing to donate my time to you as I have for so many other people.
Thank
for
you.
you.
We really,
I was gonna say,
really
just give us
appreciate
a cap on how many people,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like we can send over to you, because I'm pretty sure that the phones are gonna ring or the emails. We're gonna figure out
We'll
exactly
figure out- we'll
how
work
we're
it out
going to
together.
do it.
Mhm.
But you know, we definitely appreciate you being willing to give out that type of help. To
Don't
some
go
of us.
nowhere. Hang out with us before we get out of here. Boy, I remember I used to be scared of saying that telecheck sign when you walk in the door, boy.
Oh yeah,
When
because
they
your,
verify that check.
your check will go
Oh,
through.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that thing was vicious back
Michael
in the day.
is so excited about that he still has his plates from when he wrote
From
that
service
starter
merchandise.
check.
That's right,
at service
y'all.
merchandise.
That's right.
I said, Michael, I actually went over there and said, Michael, I'm gonna just take the plate with me and I'll bring it back. He was like, no, you're not.
That's a
You're not
staple.
taking that plate.
Kierraa Douglas hanging
I'm
out with
like,
us
all of
today. Gonna get her doing some radio. Earlier today, Kierra, we were talking about the top 10 wealthiest cities, and I gave the listeners 10 through 6. Now it's your job to give them 5 through 1. The top 5 wealthiest cities in America. It's on you, sis.
Okay, top 5. Coming in at number 5 is Los Altos, California, where the median household income is $187,656,000. Then we have South Lake, Texas. The median household income is $189,432,000. Then McLean, Virginia, coming in at $198,438,000. And then at number 1, we have Darien, Connecticut. The median household income is $208,125,000.
208.
Wow.
Good Lord.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I'm not going to Potomac. I'm going to Connecticut.
I'm about
Yeah,
to say,
I think
or
we need to go to
McLean, Virginia.
Right. One of them. Hey, when we come
Ain't
back,
playing.
we're going to put a bow and wrap this Friday show up. Shout out to Elam B. King. Shout out to Kierraa. Shout out to Supreme
Whoop,
Credit
whoop.
Warriors.
Yes,
Each one,
sir.
teach one. Check them out. It's Michael and Joy. Let go.
Hey, turn it
Okay,
up.
I want you to see this. My husband said,
$208,000.
he said, exactly, baby, you're not a nagger. With
You
my
are not a
fiance.
nagger.
That's
Shout
what I'm
out to
talking
you.
about that.
Woo!
Every now and then you find
I
one.
see, but it's not just me. I leave him alone. Listen, you gotta leave that man the hell
That's what's
alone.
up.
Let him do what
He
gonna
know
do.
what he gotta do.
Oh my gosh, say that one more time.
Tripod.
Well,
Husband
you know,
That's a,
said
that's a
I
whole
only-
chapter.
I only step in when I
Good
need
morning,
to.
No, but that's good.
MCAJ
That's-
2010.
like,
Thank you for
he's
tuning
very
in.
strong-willed and very like he gonna do what he wanna do.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of
But that's something
know
that-
when to step in and know when to kind of
And
just
that
let
right
it
there
ride.
is so critical.
But you wanna know what I think the other thing too is that they'll tell you if they need help.
They will.
Yeah, they will.
Like, I
Yeah, we
mean,
will.
you know, we see when we need to step in and when we don't. Other than that, I'm like, you got it,
But
because they'll ask.
there's a chapter called relationship maintenance, and that's
Really?
what men say. You know, feed me, sex me, respect me, and leave me alone. And
She
you know,
was like,
the
oh.
progressively moving forward man is gonna be like, okay, that's it, I'm gonna go,
Right.
and it will improve your whole household. But you know, a lot of times women want to just
Yeah, we definitely don't do the dang in my household. So you guys that are tuning in, this
Hey,
book,
AJ.
we're here with the author, and it is amazing, the tips that he's giving out. But yeah, what was the one you just said? Sex me,
feed me, respect me, sex me, and leave me alone.
and leave me alone. Yeah, those are good tips,
Leave
ladies.
me,
So
sex.
yeah, if you're single or even if you're in a relationship, need some tips, this book is a really good read.
And it actually comes from Chris Rock when he said it in a more, a little bit more cusses than that.
Oh.
But feed it, you know.
We
feed me,
know what you're talking about, Elam.
Yeah.
And leave me alone.
You mean when Martin be like, all I need is a sandwich afterwards.
I'm just trying to
He be like, baby, you
I
made
can't
this.
see you guys.
You put mayonnaise
Oh,
on
I'm so pretty. Thank you.
He was
I
in
feel
there
like
going
I
like
look a mess
this.
today.
it.
Round 2, girl. You better wait till Friday.
Never mind. We good. So about those pills.
Better go somewhere else.
Shout out to
Kierraa
National
Douglas
Pharmacist Day.
Flags. If you're looking for credit tips, she's amazing. I've been listening.
AJ said, what up,
Really
Mike?
good stuff.
We're coming back.
Michael and Joy in the morning.
Forceful.
MichaelandJoy.com. Ooh,
Well, coming back.
I know, right?
So I'm like, oh, hold on, let me get my
got
life
the
together.
loud headphones on. I got a awesome story about,
Once
how
you
you
get
always.
it together.
I know, looking for my headphones. See, these are things that we have to deal with, Miss Douglas.
Oh, okay. I like it. I like all this.
Headset. Okay.
So now, one of the things that,
I totally forgot.
yeah.
Oh,
You have a
no,
story,
You know
or-
how you be trying to, like, you go say, I'm gonna just throw this on real quick. Ain't nobody gonna see me. I got an awesome story about Margot Robbie. Y'all know Margot Robbie. She's an actress, played in Suicide Squad, The Wolf of Wall Street. She played in Focus with Will Smith. She
I love that movie.
Yeah, she. I got a story. Yeah, I got a story about her. She was on Ellen the other day. I normally don't do stories like this, but it was so touching that I gotta tell y'all that story. Elam B. King is hanging out with us today, and we're talking about the book Understanding the Man. And Harry chimed in because during the break we were talking about nagging women. And the first thing Kierraa said, I don't nag, and your husband confirmed that you are not a nagger.
I'm not. You gotta leave these men alone.
Say it
Just
again.
leave them alone.
You say that one more
Leave
time.
them alone.
Anytime your wife can charter a jet with 17 of her friends, like.
I did not charter a jet with 17. It's the women, the ladies of the Tennessee Titans. We're going to support our men.
What y'all put in, like $175 or something like that?
$100 a piece.
See?
Private jet, $100 a piece. We're bringing bags of Frito-Lays and chips on the plane so that we don't have to buy anything expensive.
You can bring the little baby bottles too on the plane.
You can bring anything when you fly private.
Yep, you ain't gotta go.
We're gonna go to McDonald's and get some of them fries and some church's chicken, and we're gonna have all that on the plane.
I could totally see you chowing
And I
down some
sure
church's
would.
chicken for real.
Elam B. King is hanging out with us today. Elam, man, we talked about nagging last week, and it's always a topic that comes up, isn't it?
It really is, and so it's really basic. You know, just feed them, sex them, respect them, and leave them alone. The progressively moving forward man, it's really all that he kind of cares about. You know, and a lot of them say, hey, you don't even have to feed me. I'll take care of the food.
Right. If you could just do the top, the second one.
Right, exactly. Just do the second one. We good.
The second and the third one. Because really, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm single, but men look at respect as love.
Yes.
So if you don't respect him or don't give him respect, then it's almost, they feel as if you don't love him.
And that's what it is. Women want to be loved and men want to be respected.
And then you have to learn your partner.
Exactly.
You have to learn your partner. Talk about the importance of learning and understanding what makes them tick, and
And something just as simple, love language. That's one of the topics that we talk about as well. Those 5 simple things. And you have words of affirmation, physical touch, quality time, acts of kindness, and gifts. Everybody has a primary and a secondary, period. It doesn't mean that you don't like all 5, but everybody has a primary and a secondary. And you want to learn your spouse, and you have to love them the way they want to be loved. You cannot change, hear me, you cannot change somebody's love language. Don't try to. So in the early stages, if words of affirmation is difficult for Michael to give this woman he's dating, Michael needs to back off, because you're never going to change her from that. So you have to know that from the beginning. And a lot of times women, from a discernment perspective, you hear those little buzz things go off, and you're like, well, he looks good, he has nice teeth, and then you keep on dating him, and then 5 years later you're talking about, I'm not happy. Right,
you're not happy. Kierraa, let me ask you, was there a perception that you had prior to dating Harry or dating a football player? Was there a certain perception that you may have thought that all football players are this?
Absolutely. You typically have the stereotypically, the cheers and the ladies' men. Athletes, tend to get around, and that's the stereotype. And then some of them can be really arrogant. So when I first met my husband, he was a little arrogant, though, for real.
Okay.
So yeah, when I first met him, I had that in my mind, and I didn't even want to give him a chance, but I was able to I got the insight of someone else who knew him personally, was like, no, he's really funny, he's really sweet, and was able to kind of peel back those other layers and see him for who he truly was.
Gotcha. So he had that good old cosign, boy.
Nothing
like the wingman.
You got an advocate.
And
nothing like that wingman.
Especially when it comes to, it's kind of like referrals. Like sometimes I love referrals. You know what I'm saying? Like, eat at this place, I had a great time in that place, and that place. Same thing with relationships, right?
Hook me up. Is the phrase.
Right.
Hook me up with such and such. So,
now, my whole thing, I don't hook nobody up, because if it go wrong, they try to blame you.
Yeah, I'm like, look, I ain't had nothing to do with it.
Supposed to be like, hey man, can you hook me up with Joy? I'd be like, nope, Joy is celibate. And she don't even like men. She like orangutans. I make up some kind of excuse. No, I
do like pandas.
Pandas, there you go.
I do like pandas. I would like a white tiger, but for some reason, I think that the way that he did that magician in Vegas, for some reason, I just feel like, he might try to eat me too. I'm sure.
Right, exactly. Tell us something about you that we are not going to find out on Wags.
you won't find out.
You know we doing radio.
She was
right?
like, you know, can you
I
come
don't
back
know.
to that
I
one?
can't think of anything. I feel like the show does a really good job of depicting us and showing us in our situations. I'm really laid back, really chill. I'm really kind of like the motherly type, the encourager, the supporter. And you're going to see a lot of that on the show. I'm very much a grinder and a hustler. You know, I have 3 businesses working on number 4. So you won't, that is something, you won't see all of our businesses. You will only see the dance studio. So you won't see the clothing boutique, you won't see the talent, well, you might see a little bit of the talent agency, and then my sister and I are working on a blog and a line, and you won't see that yet. So yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm constantly on the grind.
Well, you heard it here first on Michael and Joy. WeTV, Wags. How can they check it out?
On E.
I'm sorry, did
so
I say?
Everyone check us out, Wags Atlanta on E at 10 p.m. on Wednesdays.
I'm sorry.
No, you're cool.
Thank you very much.
We like We too.
Yeah, they are.
E's, you know.
She was like, we like
top
we.
tier
He's
now.
a little more,
E's
yeah.
top tier.
We
That's what
like
I'm talking
we,
about.
but take the W
Take the
off.
W off, exactly.
Put respect on that.
Put some respect on that. And for yourself personally, how can we follow you?
You can follow me at Miss Kierraa, MISSKIERRAA. And actually, I just opened up my social media. I told you I'm a real private person.
You know what I was
It
wondering?
took a lot for me. It was like jumping off a cliff. Like,
I was like, your parents were real into them double letters.
yeah.
I was like,
Right.
it's 2 R's in your name, it's 2 A's, it's 2 Y's in Ashley. I'm like,
Right, exactly. Now, Sypreme, I've been looking at your feed over here. Your feed is over here jumping. What are you over there telling your
social media followers. You giving them extra tips.
Oh, I'm just like, smiling at the camera, waving and trying to be good and not get in trouble for talking over the radio and giving them signs and stuff. But no, they're very supportive.
Yeah.
My members, my group members, they're not followers, they're definitely group members. They're very supportive of Credit Warriors Inc. And I love them all and I appreciate them. Without them will be no me.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shout
Elam
out
B.
to
King,
them.
I gotta say thank you for sponsoring the show today, understanding the man. Give us a tip for the weekend, boy, because I know some folks gonna be out dating. We got some football to play. New England gonna be jumping this weekend. Philly gonna be jumping this weekend.
Shout
Give
out
our
to the
listeners some
Titans.
advice.
Ladies, don't ask your man to do anything while the game is on. Okay? That's the wrong time to ask him. Right?
So speaking of nagging,
Right, exactly.
either ask before the game or after, and just know that there's a window.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
how you
next
do
week, when you come back next week, what we gonna set up next week? Because we got to get some actionable takeaways for our listeners out there.
Well, what I want to throw out there is a lot of people during the holidays, they got engaged, right? So what I want to do is talk to the people who are actually about to get married and kind of give you some tips with regard to as you're going into what is actually the most important collaboration that you will ever do in your life. As you do that, there are just some certain key points. Just the one tip, let's make sure we start getting that pre-marriage counseling on deck. So while you're looking for the hot dress and the destination or whatever that you're going to have your wedding, make sure that you do some of that pre-marriage counseling.
That's what I'm talking about. And the book, where can we get it?
You can go to understandingaman.com and just click on the buy now button. Also available on Amazon, and for all the ebook readers, it's on Kindle as well. Just search Understanding a Man by Elam King.
That's what I'm talking about. Credit Warriors in the building. Thank you, Sypreme, for hanging out. You got to come back and do this again. Also, congratulations to Ariel and Kierraa. Wags Atlanta on
Thank you.
TV. Thank you very much for hanging out with us, and good luck to the Titans and hubby. Hopefully he has the best game of his life this
We
weekend.
sure hope
And
so.
tell him that we said what's up. Hey, before we get out of here today, I got an awesome story about, you know how you decide to go to the grocery store and say, I'm just going to throw this on. Ain't nobody gonna see me. Well, what happened to Margot Robbie? Y'all know Margot Robbie, an outstanding actress. She's played in that movie with Will. She was in the movie with Leonardo. She was on a honeymoon, and she was talking to Ellen the other day, and she said while they were on their honeymoon last year in Tahiti, she said we got to Tahiti, we needed something to change into. She said we go to get change, and Tom, her husband, puts on some shorts, but they're like his oldest gym shorts in the collection. And they were very, very tiny. So we're talking some old Dr. J type shorts.
They're starting to come back.
Yeah, not over here.
Wiz trying to bring that back.
She said, she looked at the shorts and said, babe, them shorts are real tiny. You can't wear them shorts because I can see everything. Like, everything was hanging out. He ain't had no drawers on either. So he was like, nah, baby, we good. What could happen? Come on. Who we going to run into? Well, it turns out the newlyweds ran into Ellen DeGeneres. She was on the treadmill in this spa, a little small spa, no bigger than this. And not only was Ellen there, Ellen's wife Portia was right there. So she said by this time she was starstruck because this was her first time meeting Ellen. And it just so happened that Ellen asked Margot, she said, by the way, have you ever met President Obama? President Obama was out there in the studio. He was there in Tahiti writing his memoirs book at the same time. So now Tom is sitting there with these tiny shorts on. She began to say, we began to do these stretches, and Tom is just so awkward because he can't stretch because all of his junk is hanging out. She said, well, next thing you know, he takes a towel and tries to hide his junk and do the stretch. And then Ellen, in Ellen DeGeneres fashion, said, boy, those were the wrong shorts to wear today, weren't they? Hey, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And like my mama always says, the one thing you got to do is just wear good drawers. Make sure they're clean. That's true. And no hoes. So Michael and Joy. We'll see y'all later. Have a good weekend.
That's very, very true. Thank you for that story. And also, don't put your wife's shorts on. Yes, we did. Miss Mckenzie is in. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Have an amazing day. For all of the information for all of our guests, go to michaelandjoy.com. And while you're at it, subscribe to and follow us on all social media. So, from the top of my head to the soles of my feet, I ask that God watch over you, keep you, protect you, expand your territory and your capacity. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye.
So now I do see the button that says save.
So that's what it was.